Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. It's a wise father that knows his own child, said the great poet. From this, we may also infer that it's a wise child that knows his own father. In the same vein, we are also told the child is the father of the man. If we carry this much further, we may discover it's impossible to distinguish between the two. Therefore, when a man dies, does he live on in his son? Well, now, that might all depend on how you define dying and what you consider living.
But, Orville, your father is dead.
Is he, Mother?
Of course, 30 years ago, in France. He was killed in action. You know that.
How do I know that, Mother?
Orville, what's come over you?
I know it because you tell me so, and I grew up believing it.
But it's true.
Then, show me, Mother.
Show you what?
Something. Anything. When a soldier dies in battle, the War Department notifies you. It's on record, papers. Show me something, Mother. Anything. It says he's dead. Our mystery drama, Strike Force, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Sam Dan and stars Michael Wager. It is sponsored in part by X-Lax and True Value Hardware Stores. I'll be back shortly with Act One. Life is a pattern. Sometimes it's even cast in a mold. The days slip by, one so much like the other, it's almost impossible to tell them apart. And after a while, why bother? We like our routine, the well-worn grooves that guide our journey through life. The Watsons are entertaining the Sandersons at dinner, predictably. This is Wednesday night. The Watsons are Andrea and Bob. The Sandersons are Orville and Alice. Andrea Watson is Dr. Orville Sanderson's mother. Bob is Orville's stepfather. Alice is Orville's wife. Have you got all that? All right. Dinner goes quietly, happily. These people know each other, like each other, even love each other.
I know nobody should, but will anyone have more dessert?
Where did you get that silver serving spoon, Andrea?
Oh, do you like it, Alice, dear?
Bob, you think I should get back into the market?
This lovely spoon was a wedding gift, Alice. That is, from my first wedding, when I married Orville's father. You're probably wondering why I'm using it tonight.
Since you brought it up?
Yes. Well, Bob and I have been married, 30 years now.
31, darling.
And I finally feel secure enough to use some of the things from my first marriage.
I'll bet you are.
No, the truth of the matter, Alice, I'd forgotten all about it, and I was cleaning out one of the cupboards. Isn't it lovely? I even remember who gave it to us. Polifax.
Polifax, Mother?
And why do I remember that name? Because it's such an odd one, Major Polifax. He was Orville's father's battalion commander.
The man must have had excellent taste.
Oh, yes. He was built like a gorilla. And yet he was a very aesthetic person. I remember one evening, we were also having dinner. Somehow or other, the conversation got around to books. And I happened to ask Major Polifax, what is your favorite reading? And you know what he answered? The Iliad. The Iliad? Homer's Iliad. And in Greek, no less. Well, he's dead. All of them are dead. May the Lord rest their souls. And your father. Well, now, isn't anyone going to have more vodka?
I'll have some, Andrea.
Bob, you really can't afford the calories.
No, I know, Dr. Orville. But it's an affirmation of faith in your mother's fantastic skill.
A very modest slight.
To answer your question, Orville.
Which question?
Should you get back into the market? Well, you haven't left it.
I did, too. You sold out all my common stocks and put me into bonds and treasury notes.
You're still in the money market. when I see some good values in common stock.
Oh,
So.
Bob, I wasn't questioning your
Well,
integrity.
you should always question your broker, Orville. There's the phone.
Oh, I'll answer.
Well, not you, Bob. You've done a terrific job for me over the years.
Hello?
I really don't know where I'd have been without you.
Dr. Sanderson? Oh, yes. He's here. Just a moment. Orville.
Oh, I hope that's not important. Hello? Oh, yeah, I see. All right, about an hour. Darling, I've got to make a call tonight.
Oh, I didn't think you doctors made house calls anymore.
I've got to stop at the morgue.
Ooh, how gruesome.
Now, Alice, death is a fact of life.
That's hardly a suitable topic for a dinner table. Is he also this way at home, Alice?
You get used to it, Mother.
Why do you have to stop off at the,
The morgue. Well, you know, I agreed to work for the coroner's office and duty calls.
But in the midst of dinner?
Oh, dinner's about over. We're going to leave soon anyhow.
I'll get your coats, Orville.
You said something very nice to Bob just before, Orville.
Did I, Mother?
Yes. When you told him he'd done a terrific job for you, and you don't know where you'd have been without him.
Well, it's true.
Bob's always been so self-conscious of the fact that he hasn't been your real father, and he's tried so hard to make up for it.
Well, when you get down to it, he has been my real father. Who else did I have?
Orville Sanderson Sr. was a man of glamour, lived an adventurous life, and he died a hero's death.
I think the real heroes in this world are the Bob Watsons, who plod along and do their job.
We ought to tell him that more often.
Alice, I'll drop you at the house, and then go to the morgue.
Sorry to get you over here, Doc, at this hour of the night.
Oh, it's all right, Benny.
And for what? Look at him. He's just a bum.
Well, now that he's dead, he may be an angel.
Fat chance.
Just skin and bones. Hardly anything to him.
Yeah. The reason they want to have an autopsy is because it's a homicide.
Yeah, I can see what appears to be a nasty blow on the head.
Yeah, that must have done him in. Him and another bum is having an argument.
Over what?
Over who knows? What do bums argue about? Some rat got booze, more than likely.
We know who he is?
Yeah, he's a bum.
And let me see if I can find any identifying marks.
Oh, he's got himself a beaut.
What's that?
Well, look, it's the greatest tattoo mark I've ever seen. Here, raise up his arm. Look on the inside. It's just above the elbow, you see?
Oh,
It's a rattlesnake, all coiled up to strike. And there's a bolt of lightning on either side of him, and it says, Hey, Doc. Doc, what's the matter? Hey, Doc, you all right?
what? I'm sorry, Mother.
Oh, it's all right, dear.
I know it's very late.
Don't worry about it.
Is Bob asleep?
Well, yes. Want me to wake him?
No. No, not for this.
Not for what, Orville?
Strike force.
Strike force?
Yes, Mother. Strike force. You remember strike force?
Oh.
My father's Ranger Battalion?
Yes. Well, yes, I hadn't thought of that in years.
And the insignia of the battalion, remember?
Well, I think so.
I saw that insignia tonight.
Yes?
And not on a sleeve, not on a shoulder patch, but inscribed on a man's skin.
Oh,
A tattoo. They all tattooed that insignia under their arm.
who was the man?
A derelict.
Well, what had happened to him?
He was murdered in a drunken brawl, hardly more than skin and bones, wasted away by too much alcohol, not enough food. And yet this poor, pathetic bag of bones was once big and brawny and bursting with vitality in the peak of condition. The finest fighter in the United States Army.
Yes. They were the best in strike force.
But, Mother, this man must have known my father. He may have been my father's best friend. He may have been there when my father died.
Poor man.
All the time I kept looking at him. I kept thinking, you knew my father. You must have known my father.
Oh, yes, to see that insignia. Why, it must have been a terrible shock.
Mother, we could do something for him.
Well, what is there we can do now?
But we can't let him disappear into a nameless grave in Potter's Field. He deserves better than a pauper's
Oh,
funeral.
well, of course.
He was one of my father's friends.
Then we shall give him a decent burial.
Mother, Mother, do you suppose you could identify him?
Me? Oh, but he's been so long ago, and the man must have undergone such drastic changes.
Yes, but, Mother, if you could recognize him, I know it's difficult for you, but if you would...
Why are you so determined to know, dear?
For my father's sake. It would be doing something for his memory.
Oh, but to go to the morgue...
We'd better go, Andrea.
Bob...
I was wakened by someone coming in, so I got up and well, I heard what Orville said to you, dear.
I'm frightened.
Orville and I will be with you. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Just stand over here, Mother.
Is this where they keep...
Yes, Mother. Look, we'll get this over as quickly as we can. Okay, Benny.
Look out, folks.
Mother.
Oh.
Mother, try to remember.
Oh, no, I can't seem to.
Andrea, dear, isn't he at all familiar?
Try to remember, Mother.
Are you sure you never saw him before?
Oh.
He does look familiar.
Well, Bob, you never knew any of these fellows, did you?
No. But your mother used to describe it. What is familiar about this one, Andrea? Didn't you once tell me about that officer friend of Orville Senior's?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. I remember now.
With the funny name?
Yes, Polyfax. It's Mortimer Polyfax. It's Major Polyfax, the battalion commander.
Are you sure, Mother?
Are you, Andrea?
Oh, yes. Yes, it's Mortimer Polyfax. You see, he used to visit your father and me very often.
But you said he used to look like a gorilla. This fellow he must have been handsome at one time.
Oh, what I meant was that he looked tough. Polyfax was handsome, too. Ruggedly handsome, if you know what I mean.
Major Polyfax?
Yes. Mortimer Polyfax, scholar, soldier.
And my father's best friend.
Yes.
Well, it's our duty to bury him.
Yes, we'll have Bob make the arrangements.
No, Mother. These are arrangements I want to make myself.
Orville, it's 4:00 in the morning.
I know, Alice.
Are you still looking at those pictures?
My father in uniform. And here's his friend, Major Polyfax.
I suppose the Major changed after all these years.
Oh, drastically. He was unlucky. He should have died in glory. Instead, he lived in degradation for all these years.
A bum.
If another doctor had been on call, nobody would have ever known. But we'll give him a meaningful service, a decent coffin, a respectable grave. He was my father's brother.
We'll give him a hero's burial.
Of course. You just said it. He deserves more than just a quiet private service here. He should have a full military funeral at the Arlington National Cemetery.
Is it possible?
Of course, this man was Major Polyfax, commander of the Strike Force Ranger Battalion. If he's not entitled to full military honors, who is? Great idea. I'll start making arrangements the first thing in the morning.
Bob, why did you insist on my going to the morgue?
You had no choice.
I certainly did. I could have refused.
No, he wanted you to go. Had you turned him down, the question would have haunted him for the rest of his life.
What question?
You know what question. He needed to be told that the man lying on the slab in the morgue was not his own father.
But why did you get me to say it was Polyfax?
Because it had to be somebody. It couldn't be allowed to remain a mystery. The book had to be closed and put away forever. And we've done that.
But, Bob,
We'll have a quiet, dignified private service, and that'll be the end of it.
Yes. Yes, that'll be the end of it. Oh, Bob, I was terrified.
Yes, I was, too.
The face. It was so changed, so ravaged. But I recognized him at once.
So did I.
Then he didn't die when we...
Please, you mustn't even think about it.
Bob, do you know what it means? It means that We didn't murder him.
Henry, you must never
We
say...
tried our best, but we didn't.
Don't even think about
At
it.
least his blood was not on our hands. That's something to be grateful for.
Gratitude comes in many forms, and to learn that you have not committed a murder is one of them. If you thought this was going to be a typical family story, you can see now you'll have to rethink your position. And Act 2, which I shall bring in a few moments, becomes even more untypical. Or maybe it is typical. Full fathom 5, thy father lies. Of his bones are coral made. Those are pearls that were his eyes. Nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange. We're talking today about dead fathers who were war heroes once, long ago, and about some history that is being rewritten and some identities that are about to be counterfeited.
Oh, hello, Mother.
Good morning, Orville.
Andrea, you're here early.
Well, have you forgotten, Alice? We're to play tennis this morning.
Oh, that's right.
And isn't this late for you, Orville? Aren't you due at the hospital for rounds or whatever?
Orville has canceled his appointment for the day.
Oh, really?
Yep, I'm flying down to Washington, Mother.
What's happening there?
Well, I have to make arrangements for the funeral.
The funeral? Whose?
Major Polifax.
But aren't we having a private little service here?
Nope, that's been changed.
Why, I don't understand.
This is going to be the full works, full military honors.
But why?
Well, that's what Polifax would have wanted. He was a professional soldier, and that's what he's going to get.
Oh, but how can you...
I don't know, but I'm going there to find out.
Orville...
Mother, I'll miss the plane.
You better hurry, too, Andrea. We have the tennis court at 9 sharp.
But
I should be back by early evening.
Darling, is it important? I have this very special client coming in for lunch.
He's going to Washington to arrange for an official funeral.
Oh. Well, maybe.
Maybe what?
I don't know.
Pop, he's going to find out. He's going to find out.
No, he won't. He won't find out anything.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm reasonably sure.
But, Captain, that's impossible. It's absolutely impossible.
You're talking about the late Major Mortimer Polifax, 2 L's.
That's right.
Commanding officer of the 918th Ranger Raiding Battalion.
Now, on a strike force.
Yes, single word, strike force.
Look, Captain Carey, I think... Well, I know we've absolutely identified him. I know he's entitled to a military funeral.
Yes, that's true, but he's already had it.
Had what?
His military funeral.
When? Where? How? He only died the day before yesterday. He's still in the morgue.
Dr. Sanderson, according to the record I have here, Major Polifax, Mortimer, no middle initial, was killed in combat.
What are you saying?
I'm reading from his file. He was killed in action in a town called Seltz in Alsace-Lorraine on December 27th, 1944.
That's impossible.
These are the facts.
He's been positively identified. Major Polifax has been identified by Mrs. Robert Watson of Philadelphia.
Not according to the official record.
The official record? Captain Carey, how many times has the body of a soldier killed in combat been wrongly identified?
Very rarely.
Oh, don't tell me these things don't happen.
Oh, they do, but in movies and in novels.
Oh, Captain, look, I respect your opinion, but I still think my mother is right and the Army is wrong. That's possible, isn't it?
Theoretically, anything is possible. But there's a very simple solution to the whole problem, you know. Fingerprints.
I'm sorry, Orville. He did resemble the Major.
No, Mother. He wasn't the Major. That's been established. And, I wasn't too surprised.
Oh?
Because from the moment I laid eyes on that man's body, I had a strange sensation. I had the feeling he was my father.
Your father?
You looked at him. You thought he was this Major Polifax. Why?
Well, from what I remembered of the Major, from so many years ago, there was a slight resemblance.
But didn't he look anything at all like my father?
Your father? No. No.
Then why do I have this feeling? Why? Well, we'll soon find out if he is or not.
How can he be your father? Your father died in France. He died in the Ardennes forest.
There could have been a mistake.
Oh, no. No, not about things like that.
That's what this captain said down in Washington. But they're willing to check out the fingerprints.
I thought they already did.
Yes, against those of Major Polifax. Now they have to find out if they match my father's. You know, I'll tell you something, Mother. I'm sure they will.
We'll have to tell him the truth, Bob.
Why will we have to tell him anything?
Because he'll only find out for himself.
What will he find out?
Bob, I told you I'm frightened.
Nothing is going to happen.
He looked at that body in the morgue and he knew. He knew it was his father. How? How did he know?
Andrea, just don't lose your self-control.
How did he know?
He'll never be able to prove it.
He won't have to. For him, it'll be enough just to believe it. What are we going to do?
Darling, I keep telling you, we don't have to do anything.
Orville, you have to get some rest.
I will. As soon as this identification thing is straightened out.
It can't be your father.
Then, Alice, why do I feel so sure?
I don't know.
I wish I didn't feel this way, but I can't help it. I keep going to the morgue. I look at him, and I become more and more convinced.
I spoke to your mother and to Bob, and they tell me that your father was killed in the Ardennes forest.
It could be a mistake.
They were notified by the Defense Department.
Since when did my mother and my stepfather accept things just because some government official has told them that...
Orville, I just have a feeling of... a very uneasy feeling. I'm suddenly afraid.
Of what?
Well, these past few days, ever since you came across that body in the morgue...
I'd really rather you didn't refer to it as that body. It's my father.
Orville, well, let's say you happen to be right. See where that takes us. Ask the first question. If he's your father, what is he doing in the morgue?
You know that. He was killed in a street brawl.
He was supposed to be in his grave all these years in an American military cemetery in France. Now, why isn't he still buried?
Because he wasn't killed there.
For the sake of argument, true. And the Army made a mistake, so he's been alive all these years. Where has he been living?
How would I know?
Why didn't he come back to his wife and his infant son?
Well, maybe he had amnesia.
Darling, that's what they have in the movies. Why did he become a bum?
Don't you call him a bum.
All right. What do you want to call him?
I don't know. Wait a minute. Maybe there's someone I can't ask. You feeling all right? They treating you okay in here?
Who are you?
I'm the doctor. Asked me to look at you.
Listen, Doc, it's a bum rap. I didn't kill that guy.
You didn't?
It's a bum rap.
Did you know him?
No, who?
The man you are supposed to have killed.
Doc, I'm thirsty. I ain't had a drink in so many...
Look, try to clear your head and think. What was the name of the man? The man they say you killed.
His name?
His name.
Yeah, what was his name? Hey, Doc, do you suppose you'd give me a drink?
Oh, look. He had a tattoo on his arm. Would that help you remember?
Tattoo with a snake. Yeah. That was what the fight was about. The snakes, them snakes on his arms. I could see the snakes starting to come after me.
What are you talking about?
He has this tattoo on his arm, and it had this big snake on it. Big snake had become a lot of little snakes, and everyone was out to bite you. That's what happened, see what I mean?
Snakes?
Yeah, see, the snakes would be crawling all over his arms, and he'd yell for me to help him. He'd holler, kill him, before they get me. Well, there was this big stick, and I picked it up, and I began hitting the snakes. I guess I hit him on the head by mistake.
It was an accident.
I was only trying to help him out. The snakes would have poisoned him to death.
And that's how it happened? You try to help him. Okay, why?
Why? Because he was my friend.
Well, if he was your friend, surely you must remember his name.
Name?
How long did you know him?
It's hard to remember.
Try to think.
You asked a lot of questions. Yeah, you asked questions very well. I was good at asking questions once. Oh, yes, I could ask with the best.
What was his name?
You're a doctor. Take my advice. Keep away from the booze. I was a member of the bar. That's funny. You should have heard me cross-examine. That's why we were such good friends.
Who? Great friends with whom?
Old Snake Arm. I used to practice with him. He didn't mind. You see, I may come back one day, and I had to sharpen my forensic skill.
What was his name?
I would say to him, Sandy, take a stand.
Sandy. Sandy, why did you call him Sandy?
Because his name was Alexander.
Alexander?
No. It was Orville.
If his name was Orville, why did you call him Sandy?
Well, it's very simple. I call him Sandy because his name was Sanderson. That's right. His name was Orville Sanderson, Sr.
Orville Sanderson, Sr. And he did not fall in France during the Battle of the Ardennes Forest. He came back to America alive. And the Defense Department made a mistake. Or did they? Our story has taken a new turn, but bear in mind the direction has been set by a half-mad alcoholic. I shall return shortly with Act 3. At the very beginning, we said, the child is the father of the man. Childhood shows the man, as morning shows the day. The father he never knew, the father who died young, lives in the memory of the son. In most cases, as the tragic hero. For this is the image the son wants to cling to. Perhaps it's the image the son must have. But an image is only a reflection. How easily it can be distorted or disturbed.
You say his name was Orville Sanderson, Sr.?
No, that's what he said. You see, Doctor, it's evidence that cannot be established other than by hearsay.
Why would he say his name was Orville Sanderson, Sr. if it wasn't?
That's a good point. I don't remember. That's what the booze does to you. You don't remember anymore. He could have been someone I knew all my life, or someone I just met that night.
Which was he?
Let me think.
Try to remember.
Yeah, try to remember. That's what I kept saying to Sandy. Try to remember.
Try to remember what?
Who they are. Who the people are who were. Who tried to murder him.
Someone tried to murder him?
His wife. Her lover. He used to say, if I can only remember their names, you and I, we'd be on easy street for life.
What are you saying about a wife and a lover?
They tried to kill him, yes.
When?
I don't know.
Try to think.
Oh, no, I can't do that anymore. I can't think straight. All I can do is drink. That's all I want. Please, get me a drink.
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Then who needs you? Who wants you? Get out of here.
Please, I'll help you all I can.
Get out of here. Guard, get him out of here.
What am I going to do?
About what?
My father.
I don't understand, darling.
This man, derelict. He identified my father.
Well, now, that's hardly a
He knew
reliable...
my father's name.
According to the Defense Department, your father died in France more than 30 years
My
ago.
father, you don't know what he meant to me.
But you never knew him.
I knew him. I'd look at his picture all those years I was growing up, secretly, because I didn't want to make Bob feel badly.
You never told me this.
I was such a puny kid. When I'd get pushed around, Bob would say, "You'll excel in other things." But I'd look at his picture, and my father would say, "Get in there, kid, and fight." And I did. And after a while,
I understand.
all my life, whenever things were rough, I remember there were courses in medical school I didn't see I'd ever pass, and I'd look at my father's picture, and...
Orville, I can't believe what you're trying to tell me. I can't believe that your mother and Bob tried to murder, actually believe they murdered your father?
How would he know about it?
Who?
This Jerry.
Jerry, who?
Oh, he can't remember his last name.
But he can remember a crazy story.
It isn't a crazy story.
That's right. It isn't.
Well, then you admit it's true.
No, I admit it isn't crazy. It's one of the oldest and best stories in the world.
Oh, what are you talking about?
The Iliad. The Iliad by Homer.
Now, what does that have to do with this?
It's the story that you're telling me now. Listen. The Trojan War, Agamemnon, king of Athens, commander of the Greek
Oh, come on,
forces.
I know that story.
You're actually living it. Agamemnon's wife, Clytemnestra, had a lover, Aegisthus. When Agamemnon came home alive, they murdered him.
Oh, Alice, that has nothing to do with...
The son Orestes, the son of Agamemnon and Clytemnestra, avenged his father and murdered his mother and her lover. Now, isn't that what you're building toward?
Alice.
You can now believe that Andrea and Bob murdered or wanted to murder...
Or thought they murdered my father.
How can you say that?
At the morgue. Didn't you see the look of shock on my mother's face? Don't you tell me they didn't recognize my father.
We don't know it's your father. But just because some alcohol...
We are going to find out. The Defense Department will match the fingerprints. And then we'll know.
What will we know?
We will know officially what I know to be true now. That my father didn't die in France, that he came back, and that they lied to me.
And what will you do? What Orestes did?
I want the truth.
What will you do with it? Darling, this could all be in your mind. The Iliad. Listen, I remember it was only 2 nights ago we were having dinner with your mother and Bob, and the mention of Major Polifax's name came up. And somehow the Iliad got into the conversation. Oh, yes, I remember. It was the Major's favorite reading. And all that somehow started something...
You're saying that it's all in my mind?
Yes. And when you hear from the Defense Department, they'll tell you that this man was not your father, and that will be the end of it, and you will be thoroughly ashamed of yourself.
I've tried to talk to him on the phone.
Andrea, he could be busy. He's a doctor, after all.
Oh, he's avoiding me. Why? He knows. He suspects.
Oh, please, darling.
He knows that dead man is his father. Something tells him, and it's my fault.
Now, don't say that.
At dinner the other night, I mentioned Major Polifax. Why did I have to bring up that name?
Well, it's true. You shouldn't have.
And that started his mind thinking.
Why did you mention the spoon as a gift from Major Polifax? It isn't true. We never even knew Major Polifax.
Well, once you create a falsehood like we did, it becomes a world of its own. You feel that every now and then you have to enhance it. I just felt I had to say that.
Well, in any event, he would have been called to the morgue, and he would have seen that strike force insignia, and we'd be right where we are now.
Where are we, Bob?
I don't know.
I have a feeling it's going to keep unfolding itself until he'll know everything. And then what will we do?
Then we'll have to tell him the truth.
That we wanted to kill his father?
We didn't want to kill him, but we had to. As it turns out, we didn't do it.
But he'll never believe us. No one will ever believe us. And I'll lose my son. I'll lose him forever.
I'm sorry, Mr. Sanderson.
Now, look here, Captain Carey, you are saying to me that this man is not my father?
That's not what I'm saying, Dr. Sanderson. What I'm saying is I don't know who he is.
But his fingerprints...
His fingerprints do not match anything in our service files.
Then there has been a mistake. The files are wrong. You have the fingerprints of Lieutenant Orville Sanderson, a member of the 918th Ranger Raiders known as Strike Force.
Doctor, there was no Lieutenant Sanderson in the Strike Force battalion.
That's impossible.
No record, no fingerprints. Nothing at all to indicate that he was even in the United States Armed Forces.
I don't believe it.
I said I was sorry.
I have a picture of him. From the morgue here, you can see the Strike Force insignia tattooed under his arm. Now, that is the Strike Force insignia. The snake and the lightning, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, doesn't that prove that...
All it proves is that this man, whoever he is or was, had the insignia tattooed under his arm.
Orville, where have you been?
Where haven't I been? All over Washington, D.C. They all say I have to accept what's in the official record. My father was never a member of the armed forces.
But then the man, the derelict, he's not your father.
He is. My mother and Bob lied to me. My father was never a soldier. He was a bum. They tried to murder him many years ago, and somehow they didn't, and here he turns up now. Well?
Well, what?
I'm going to face him with it.
Please, Orville, what good will that do?
They destroyed my father. They'll pay for it.
What do you mean? Pay for it? How?
I don't know yet.
Orville,
Mother, what are you doing here?
we decided to wait for you.
What for?
Bob and I, we should talk.
About what? Oh, you lied to me.
Yes.
Oh, Mother. All of it was a lie.
Yes.
My father was never in the Army.
No.
You made it all up? Why?
Because you needed it.
You keep out of this.
Don't talk that way to your father.
He's not my father.
Please. All we need now are facts, not emotions.
Don't think you can smooth talk your way out of this.
Orville, you needed a war hero while you were growing up. We thought we'd give you one. Someone glamorous, exciting, not some old nose to the grindstone stick in the mud like me.
Don't talk that way, Bob.
So, we read a magazine article about the Strike Force Rangers. They sounded like the most exciting troops in the world. So we decided to make your father one of them. And we used the name of the real Major Polifax to make it sound more authentic.
And didn't you think I'd learn the truth one day?
No, we didn't. And if you hadn't gone to the morgue that night, you still wouldn't know.
He was my father, wasn't he?
Yes. We recognized him immediately.
If he wasn't in Strike Force, how did he get that tattoo? Why did you try to kill him? Well,
I won't tell you.
of course not. I'll tell you. You had an affair with my mother. He found out you had to kill him. That's the truth, isn't it?
No, Andrea, please. Let him believe that if he wants to. Orville is dead and can't defend himself.
But he tried to destroy us while he was alive. He won't succeed now that he's dead. Your father was a thief.
That's a lie.
Andrea,
It is. You've been checking fingerprints and looking up old records, but at the wrong place. Go downtown to the Hall of Justice.
Andrea, don't.
Look up Orville Sanderson, confidence operator, flim-flam artist. You know why he tattooed that insignia on his arm? So he could pose as a Strike Force Ranger and trade on
I
it.
don't believe you.
I married him because I was young and stupid. He deserted me the day after you were born.
Now, you said enough, Andrea, please.
Bob helped me because he loved me. Orville had disappeared. But he came back when you were 3 years old, and he was crazy. Something had snapped in his mind. He believed his own stories. He believed he had been in the war, and he accused me of betraying him with Bob.
It wasn't his fault. He was mentally disturbed.
And he had a gun. He forced Bob and me into a car. He drove us up to the mountains. He said he was going to kill us, and
I tried to get the gun away. There was an accident.
We drove off the side of a hill. We had scratches, Andrea and I. But we thought he was dead. It was wild country, deserted country. We thought that would be the end of it.
Maybe it was wrong, but we wanted him dead. Because as long as he was alive, we'd never have a moment's peace.
Evidently, he didn't die. And now, years later, he turns up in the morgue. And you find him.
That's the truth.
You killed my father.
No, darling. They didn't kill your father. They killed a man named Orville Sanderson Sr. Your father is Bob Watson. He always was, and he always will be.
We'd better go now, Andrea.
Orville, son, I...
Come, Andrea.
Yes.
Mother, Bob, where are you going?
We...
This is, Wednesday night. Aren't we supposed to have dinner together?
That's right. And it's supposed to be at our house. Well, we're here.
It's Wednesday night, which means that the Watsons and the Sandersons are having dinner together. Andrea Watson is Dr. Orville Sanderson's mother. Bob Watson is his stepfather. Alice Sanderson is Orville's wife. They are such a close-knit and devoted family. Things run so smoothly and comfortably. Practically everyone envies them. I shall return in just a few moments. Who was really Orville's father? Orville Sanderson Sr., who gave him his body, or Bob Watson, who gave him his mind? Both men have a very strong claim on Orville Sanderson Jr., and for a long time, Orville acknowledged both. But in the end, when he had to choose, he knew which one, because it's a wise child that knows its own father. For you, wisdom consists in knowing enough to tune us in 7 times each week. Our cast included Michael Wager, Patricia Elliott, Mary Jane Higby, Court Benson, and Gilbert Mack. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Better face the truth, Akakievich. Better get a new coat, or you're out.
No, I've been here so long. It's my life. Oh, he wouldn't. He knows I work hard. He's a kind man.
Kind? You could sit here till you're hold behind with one big bunion, and all you'd get in reward for your labors would be a badge in your buttonhole. I tell you, you'd better get that coat.
I don't have the money.
Better get it. Get it from your 70-year-old landlady for a wedding gift. She's rich.
What wedding gift?
Why, isn't she going to marry you? We were all sure she was sweet on you.
Why do you torment me so? Leave me alone. I'm your brother.
You won't be long if you don't get that overcoat. Get it.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Buick Motor Division. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
E. Burney of Scottsbluff had been accused of converting over $15,000 from the Hormel Company at Scottsbluff for his own use. Now, KFAB in Omaha joins NBC.
NBC News. This is Wally Robinson. The continuing crisis in Iran and the brand new one in Afghanistan were cited by the White House tonight as being too pressing to allow President Carter to go to Iowa for his scheduled debate with Senator Edward Kennedy and Governor Jerry Brown. There's been a great deal of reaction to the move from Democrat and Republican candidate alike, and most of it is negative. The latest to comment is Tom Quinn, Jerry Brown's campaign manager.
The president's decision is an insult to the people of Iowa and the entire nation. Mr. Carter has been making around 20 phone calls a day to Iowa politicians, and I personally find it difficult to believe that he can politic by telephone every night, but cannot find the time to appear face-to-face with his two opponents.
Republican John Anderson of Illinois said the decision lends credence to the contention that the president is politicizing the Iranian situation in order to tighten his grip on the White House. The Kennedy forces are playing it more pragmatically. They offer to move the location of the debates and exclude any Iranian content if that would get the show on the road again. Sources say the Kennedy camp is very keen for the confrontation, feeling it's vital if their man is to get his flagging campaign moving again. More news after this.
Tax breaks that may be in store for the 1980 election year. If you missed this major story, you haven't been reading the Wall Street Journal. And in today's economic turmoil, you can't afford to lose touch with what's happening in every phase of business. So have a pencil ready for an important offer that will help keep you informed. Other journal articles reported the facts on Detroit's tailspin, the latest reading on the economy, and the cloudy outlook for retailers this Christmas season. You would have read about the encouraging prediction about oil supplies and the bleak outlook for municipal financing in the state that started the tax revolt. Another article examined aluminum stocks. They're beginning to reflect fears of a long, deep recession. The Wall Street Journal. It's all the business news you need when you need it. Right now, you can get 20 weeks of the Journal. That's 100 copies for only $22. A real money-saving offer. So in the continental U.S., call this toll-free number now. 800-648-5322. That's 800-648-5322. Except in Nevada. You'll be billed later.
Diplomatic missions are underway to deal with both the Iranian and Afghan situations. Secretary of State Vance will lead the delegation at the UN tomorrow, though NBC News has learned that economic sanctions against Iran will not immediately be sought. Apparently, Secretary of State Waldheim has a chance to meet and negotiate directly with the Ayatollah Khomeini, and the U.S. will therefore hold off for 10 days. Deputy Secretary of State Christopher is to meet with our allies, seeking a common response to the Soviet intervention in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, Richard Valeriani reports that state seems to be hamstrung in its dealings with Iranians in this country, too.
On December 12th, the State Department ordered the Iranian embassy in Washington to cut its staff from 60 to 15 and to reduce the number of people working in 4 Iranian consulates around the country from about 160 people to a total of 20, 5 in each consulate. The top Iranian diplomat here was given 5 days to comply with the order. But 16 days later, the Iranians still have not given the State Department a final list of the 35 diplomats who will operate their embassy and consulates. They did submit one list, but then said they wanted to revise it, and a revised list has not yet been presented. Nor does the State Department know which Iranians, if any, have actually left the country. Officials here say they're still working on getting the problem resolved. Richard Valeriani, NBC News, at the State Department.
This is NBC News.
Kodak invites you to remember the special moments that make up the holiday season and to trust them to Kodak Film.
A bike! Grandpa, you got me a bike. I got one, too, a red one. No, you shouldn't have.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
How did you know?
I knew.
Shouldn't you trust moments like these to Kodak Film?
Happy New Year to all you football fans, and the NBC Radio Network is kicking off in great style. The 1980 Rose Bowl pitting the University of Southern California Trojans against the Buckeyes of Ohio State. I'm Bob Buck, NBC Sports, inviting one and all to join us as two of the nation's top-rated teams battle it out. The Rose Bowl, New Year's Day on many of these NBC stations.
The holidays have always been attended by various discomforts, usually brought on by enjoying one's meals too much or enjoying one's eggnog too much. George Gobel once called it being overserved. Now you can add another malady, profiled by NBC's Rob Sharkey in Los Angeles.
A problem for many over the holidays is insomnia. It occurs whenever regular daily patterns are disrupted, but what researchers are learning about it may put us to sleep. Insomnia is sexist. More women suffer than men. It's often caused by agrypniophobia, fear of not being able to sleep. Caffeine and nicotine are also causes. Both are stimulants. Alcohol can be, too, making your nightcap an eye-opener. Sleeping pills lose effectiveness after a few days. But what will work is protein, because it contains a natural sedative. Next time the Sandman stays away, try a high-protein dinner and a glass of milk at bedtime.
Wally Robinson, NBC News.
In Omaha and Council Bluffs, we have 29 degrees and some light snow. Lincoln, cloudy skies and 30. This is KFAV in Omaha. Now, the Mystery Theater.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. By the time this settlement of immigrants established itself as the United States of America, it had already produced, alongside its statesmen and traders, various writers of distinction who would come to be respected and admired all over the civilized world. Once the new republic was formed and proclaimed, the land burgeoned with many more, of whom one was Washington Irving, born in New York City in 1783. The drama we're about to present for your enjoyment is a free adaptation of one of his stories.
But Gottfried, you live like a solitary. You live like a monk.
Not at all, Carl. Paris is full of women. Fastidious, flirtatious, fascinating. I love them all.
Well, that's all very fine, but there should be one in particular.
There is. I see her every night.
Where is she? Why haven't I met her?
Because, my dear friend, she lives in my dreams.
Our mystery drama, The Guillotine, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Elspeth Eric and stars Paul Hecht. It is sponsored in part by Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule, and True Value hardware stores. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
Kodak invites you to remember the special moments that make up the holiday season and to trust them to Kodak Film.
A bike. Grandpa, you got me a bike. I got one, too, a red one. No, you shouldn't have.
I know.
Oh, this is so impossible.
I know.
How did you know?
I knew.
Shouldn't you trust moments like these to Kodak Film?
How many cold tablets do you take a day? 2?
More.
4?
More.
6?
Yeah.
A day?
Uh-huh.
And then more at night?
Right.
Why?
Well, they're new.
Take Contact. One capsule helps all your congestive symptoms up to 12 hours.
All day?
And all night while you sleep. That's the wonder of Contact.
Hey, you're the guys on TV.
Yeah, we're the guys on TV.
Take your Contact. Take it fast. Give your code to Contact.
Take only is direct.
This is the season when Dean's Camera Centers are specially helpful to camera bugs. Dean's have a complete stock of Kodak film, black and white, color, and self-developing, for beginning photographers as well as professionals. And the holidays are one time you won't want to get caught short. Remember, too, Dean's for Kodak film processing and Kodak prints. You'll want to get those slides you took during Christmas and New Year's developed quickly and professionally. And Kodak picks up and delivers to both Dean's Camera Centers every day. So have a happy holiday, and for film or processing, visit Dean's Downtown or Dean's Countryside Village Camera Center.
If you think it takes you a long time to make yourself look good, just think. It took national parks thousands of years to become the natural beauties they are when you visit them today. But will they still be that beautiful when you leave? Everyone likes to have a good time, but litter is no fun for anyone. So remember, leave your footprints on the trails, but leave your candy wrappers, film boxes, lunch bags, and other trash in the trash cans the Park Service provides. This message from your National Park Service, U.S. Department of the Interior.
Omaha and Council Bluffs at 29 degrees and light snow. Lincoln, 30 degrees and some cloudy skies. This is KFAB.
In 1825, a collection of short stories by Washington Irving was published under the title of Tales of a Traveler. One section of the book is charmingly headed, Strange Stories by a Nervous Gentleman. And it is from this section that we have chosen the tale that follows, one we call The Guillotine.
I am of a brooding and introspective nature. It has always been thus. It was never that I scorned the follies and the fripperies of this world. Indeed, I begrudged others their free and easy access to such vanities, their effortless enjoyment of them, with a profound and a scorching envy that was driving me to the very edge of my self-control. I felt about to howl with the torment of my incapacity. In my agony, I turned to the only friend I had, my fellow student, my compatriot, the sole human who had tolerated my intolerable moods without blame, without censure, without what surely would have finished me off, without abandoning me.
Gottfried, my dear friend.
Help me, Carl, help me.
But of course. Just tell me what I can do.
I don't know.
Is it money? Do you need money?
Money. If it were only money. It is myself, my tortured, restless, squirming self that looks for rest and cannot find it, that searches for peace and watches it retreat with every step I take. Desperation tracks my heels when I walk the streets. Melancholy meets me at every corner. And gloom, deep, impenetrable gloom, fills the house where I live.
Gottfried, you are so much more clever than I.
Clever? You call me clever?
You shut yourself away from others.
No, not from you. You are my link to life, my only tie to the real world about me.
Then let me tell you straight out what I think. Your manner of living, your fevered absorption in your studies, your avoidance of the company of most men and all women...
But I never know what to say to them.
All these things combined, Gottfried, have impaired your health. You are haggard and pale. Your shoulders are bent. Your eyes have a look that is not quite of this world. Forgive me, my friend, if I speak roughly.
No, you speak truly.
But I think it is not alone your body that is failing. I think your imagination has become, forgive the word, diseased. Have I said too much? Have I gone too far?
I must tell you that of late I have been studying many philosophical theories. Not just the recognized ones, but those more obscure, more, perhaps, radical.
You have the mind for such weighty things, Gottfried.
I've gone back to the Egyptians, to the Hindu. I've walked with Paracelsus in his garden. Of late, I've immersed myself in the teachings of Swedenborg and his New Jerusalem Church.
Swedenborg? I don't think I know.
He's a Swedish philosopher, a religious writer. He died a few years back, but he claimed to have established direct communication with a spiritual world.
How did he do that?
Through the opening of his spiritual senses.
And you? Well, can you? Has that happened to you?
Of course not. It didn't happen to Swedenborg until he was 57 years of age, but it might happen, or something very like it might happen to me, if only...
What, Gottfried? If only what?
If only I could escape.
Escape whom? Escape what?
An evil influence, Carl. It hangs over me night and day.
Oh, how can you say such things?
Because I know them to be true. There's an evil genius, a vile spirit whose sole intent is to ensnare me and to ensure my damnation.
You really believe it?
It is not so much a matter of believing, Carl. It is a matter of conviction. Conviction that it is so. And being convinced that it is so, it is so.
I think I can understand that. Though I am not sure. I have never been given over much to fancies of that sort. I'm more of a practical man, you might say. Still, in a way, I can understand how a man like yourself could seize upon such an idea and become let's say a victim of it.
Yes, you've hit on the word, Carl. I am a victim of my own imaginings. Yes, you are exquisitely correct.
Well, then, if I could go on and make a further suggestion.
By all means, speak out.
It's my thought that you should leave here and go to Paris.
Paris?
Well, you could finish your studies there as well as here.
Well, the Sorbonne is as fine a university as one could wish.
And Paris is such a splendid city.
A change of scene.
A change of company, perhaps. Female company in particular. Who knows what all that might do for you?
Yes. Who knows? At first, it seemed that Paris might indeed be the answer to my dilemma. The revolution was breaking out and beginning to spread. I had studied Jean-Jacques Rousseau's social contract, paragraph by paragraph, and his theory of the equality of man and representational government had captivated my mind. More than that, the delirium of the people of Paris, their fervor, their ecstasy, it seemed that simply to live in such an atmosphere would be enough to cleanse my mind of its morbidity. I found myself a room on a narrow, dark street in the Latin Quarter, not far from the monastic walls of the Sorbonne. The concierge who showed me my quarters was as gloomy as the street itself.
There it is. 2 francs.
It has a window?
You can see that it has.
Ah, yes. I'll need a table to put in front of the window. Could you arrange that? And a straight chair to put in front of the table. Is that possible? I am a student at the Sorbonne. I'll be doing some writing.
I'll arrange it.
Could you also arrange for an armoire? I have only a very few clothes, but I will...
There are nails on the wall.
Oh, yes, I see. Now, about bookshelves, I have very few clothes, but I have a great many books, and I expect to have more, so...
I have no bookshelves.
I see. Well, for the time being, I suppose I can stack them on the floor or under the bed. I'll manage.
2 francs.
Oh, yes, of course. There you are.
Mm.
The students at the Sorbonne seem very excited about the uprising.
Students are always excited about something.
And the establishment of the National Assembly.
A gesture.
Oh, but, Madame, it confirmed the revolution. The king will never again be absolute.
If not the king, then it will be another.
How can you be so pessimistic? Why, the day the people captured the Bastille, I was not here, but I heard of it. The king went to the Guildhall. He gave in. He even wore the red, white, and blue cockade, I was told. That is true, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Well, then, the arrest of the royal family?
Yes.
And the march on Paris from Marseille? Oh, what a thrill. They managed 18 miles a day, I'm told. Imagine that, in midsummer and drawing their cannon with them. No body of men has ever accomplished such an extraordinary feat.
Yes.
The king, the queen, the dauphin, all imprisoned in the tower of the temple.
Oh, yes.
And the establishment of the Committee of Public Safety.
You approve?
Well, how could I not approve, Madame, with the great Marat heading the committee?
Marat is a madman.
No, not mad. Oh, or if he is not quite sane, that is due to his ardent belief in equality and government by general consent.
The massacres of September? More than 1,000 killed?
Well, I know very little of that.
You know very little of anything, monsieur. It's your youth, perhaps. I should be generous and call it that.
Well, it's true. I'm young, but I am not completely ignorant of the world and its ways. Not completely.
You are. You are ignorant and you are arrogant.
Madame, I must protest.
Have you heard of a man called Robespierre?
Yes, I've heard of him.
He is idolized by the people. He will join the Committee of Public Safety before the year is out. And the king will lose his head.
Yes, in January of 1793, King Louis XVI was guillotined. 6 months later, Robespierre joined the Committee of Public Safety. Hundreds upon hundreds passed before the Revolutionary Tribunal and were executed. Danton, the man I had idealized, was among the victims. So was Madame Elisabeth, sister to the king. So was the queen. I sickened and turned away. The terror had begun, and I shrank from the sight of it. I spent the better part of my days in the libraries, those catacombs of departed authors, rummaging among their hoards of dusty and obsolete works in quest of food for my unhealthy appetite. I became, in a manner of speaking, a literary ghoul, feeding in the charnel house of decayed literature.
Washington Irving was born just as the seeds of the French Revolution were starting to germinate. By the time he was of school age, the revolution had been confirmed by the establishment of the National Assembly. At the age of 8, he was old enough to hear from his elders of the March on Paris in the spring. His 9th and 10th years must have been filled with rumors of the executions in Paris, years which came to be known as the Terror. I'll be back shortly to continue with Act 2.
The next time you want to do it yourself, be professional. Use a quality Skill Power tool from True Value Hardware stores. Hi, Pat Summerall to suggest you get the Skill 7 1/4-inch circular saw designed for standard home use. It has a burnout-protected motor, heavy gauge foot brackets to assure accurate cuts at all settings, and comes complete with a blade. Or get the Skill 3/8-inch cordless drill from True Value Hardware stores. It features 2-speed controls so you can adjust the speed to suit the job and the material. And it operates forward and reverse to drive and remove screws. It includes a recharging unit to keep the drill ready for use, and because it's cordless, you can use it anywhere. See the wide selection of quality Skill Power tools at participating True Value Hardware stores and home centers. And save gas. You won't have to drive far for your hardware and houseware needs. If you're looking for values, for service, and for selection, you'll find them nearby at any one of the more than 5,000 True Value Hardware stores and home centers nationwide.
It's time for Bryant, with comforting thoughts on cooling and heating your home or business. If you have a fireplace, be certain to keep the damper closed when not in use. You'll avoid drafts, but most important, you'll stop valuable heat from escaping up the flue. When you decide it's time to economize with more energy-efficient cooling and heating, call the man who has it, your independent hometown Bryant dealer. Bryant, a comforting thought.
Looking for a computer? Start looking at American Computer in Omaha. American Computer has computers for farmers and ranchers and businessmen and for the home. If you're a doctor, American Computer has a complete medical package. Includes the computer, memories, terminals, printers, software programs, insurance forms, handling and maintenance, a first-line, state-of-the-art multi-terminal system at a lot less than you'd expect to pay. For the broadest selection of computers, peripheral devices, and software programs in the Midwest, see American Computer in Omaha, just 6 blocks south of I-80 at the 84th Street interchange. Out-of-towners call collect 592-3590. In Omaha and Council Bluffs, we have 29 degrees, a little snow. Lincoln, cloudy skies, and 30. This is KFAB, Omaha.
Washington Irving started out to become a lawyer, but his health was not robust. And, as was very much the habit with doctors of his time, he was advised to travel abroad and so build up his constitution. We shall never know what sort of lawyer he might have become, but we know for a certainty that he developed into a first-class writer. And it was his early visit to Europe which roused his interest in the Gothic tales of terror and romance, such as the one we have adapted for you.
It would have been just as well had I never come to Paris. I was as lonely here as I had been at home, as incapable of establishing human contact as ever. I sank deeper and deeper into my studies of writers long deceased, and saw no one at all but the old crone who was concierge of the establishment where I had my cell-like chamber. Yes, who is it? Come in.
Someone to see you.
What? Me? Someone wishes to see me?
So he says.
Well, who is it? Didn't you ask him?
He spoke as though he knew you from elsewhere, as though you were old friends.
Carl? Did he say his name is Carl?
I told you he didn't say. I didn't ask.
Yes, of course, it's Carl. Who else could it be?
Well, what shall I say to him, your friend, Carl?
Well, ask him kindly to come up at once, if he will, or I'll come down. Anything at all. Tell him he's most welcome. Would you believe it? I was trembling all over. Clumsily, I tried to put the room into some kind of order. I kicked books under the bed. I scraped together papers and notebooks from my table and tried to stack them into a semblance of neatness. I patted the narrow little bed and drew the spread more evenly over its lumpy surface. I was scurrying about like the most frantic housewife when I heard Carl's voice from the doorway.
It's only I, you know, Godfrey.
Only you, Carl. Carl, come in, please. Sit down. Carl, I am so happy to see you. You don't know. You just don't know.
I am happy that you are happy.
To have someone to talk to, someone like you, someone who understands. I did not know till this very moment how much I have needed someone I could talk to open my heart to.
Wait now. You mean there's been no one here in Paris?
No one at all. I have spent my time at the Sorbonne, in the libraries, in the museums.
But Gottfried, no one can live entirely within libraries and museums.
Yes, I know. The moment I saw you standing there, I knew.
It begins to look as though I gave you bad advice, counseling you to come to Paris.
No. It was sound advice. At least it seemed to be at first. Paris seemed to be the tonic I was needing.
At first, you say? Well, then what?
Well, there's... Oh, wait, I haven't offered you anything to drink. Must have a bottle of wine around here somewhere. Yes, here we are. Cheap sort, I'm afraid. Very ordinary Beaujolais. I'm sorry, I could go out.
Godfrey, don't excite yourself. Think of whom you're speaking to. It's Carl, your friend. Think of all the evenings we shared a bottle of the cheapest wine and found it sufficient because of the pleasure of each other's company.
Yes.
Now, can't we open this bottle in the same spirit?
Of course we can. Forgive me. My manners have grown coarse. It comes from being too much alone. There must be another glass somewhere around. I'm sure I had one. Oh, here we are. Now. Oh.
Gottfried.
To friendship.
Our friendship. Yours and mine.
You know, I am beginning to feel almost like a man again.
Tell me what has brought you to this sorry state.
The blood.
I beg your pardon? You said the blood?
You know how wildly enthusiastic I was with the political theories of the revolution and the philosophy behind them. They seemed to open a vista of progress for mankind. A wide and open road down which we could travel toward the perfect state.
You were always one to look for perfection.
And why not? Why not?
Oh, well...
Why were we put on earth if not to search for the perfect state? Are we supposed to wallow in the mediocre and pretend that it suffices? Roll about in filth and call it good? Is that our reason for being? Is that what we were created for in God's image?
Dear friend, you must try not to excite yourself.
Excite myself? It is enough to drive me mad. That the visions were all forsaken and the visionaries turned to killing. The dreams were trampled and the dreamers drowned themselves in blood. Carl, there are times when I think it has done just that.
You mean?
Listen to me, Carl. Let me tell you something. I must tell someone. There's only you. No one else.
Of course, Gottfried. You can tell me anything.
Carl, in the most ancient part of Paris, where the Hotel de Ville lies, you know the place?
I have heard of it.
On the Place de Grève, the open space in front of the Hotel de Ville. That is where they have erected the guillotine.
I have heard, yes.
This instrument of death stands ever ready. The scaffold runs all day with blood. All day, each day. Victims are dragged there and made to kneel. A heavy blade is released. It slides swiftly down vertical guides. And the head of the victim, oh, Heavenly Father, it is too horrible, too terrible. I can't endure it.
You mustn't take these crimes upon yourself. A revolution has never been accomplished without shedding blood.
Yes, but this has become a mania for blood, an insatiable thirst. Even now, at this moment, while the city sleeps, that horrible engine stands, grim and silent, waiting for fresh victims. It sickens me. It congeals my heart. It freezes my blood.
I understand. I do.
And that is why I have turned away to the study of ancient writers. Dead thinkers, anything to separate me from the awful present.
My poor Gottfried. I am so sorry. So sorry.
Thank you. I am ashamed to accept your pity, yet I thank you for it, which shames me all the more that I should be grateful.
But there must be other things. There must be more to life. Come, let's finish this bottle of wine before I have to leave.
Leave? You have to leave?
Oh, not quite yet. I can spend another quarter of an hour with you.
Quarter of an hour? No more than that?
I must take a train back at midnight.
I had hoped that I have been so alone.
Yes, come now. Let's make the most of our time together. Drink up now, and we'll talk of pleasant things. Such as...
Yes, such as what?
Well, such as women, for example. Surely there are women in Paris who have taken your fancy.
Oh, yes. Yes, many, many.
Well, there now. You see? Things are not all black and gloomy.
Of course, I have not met any women. I haven't the knack. I've never had it. You know that.
Well, I thought that here, in Paris, you might, acquire it. Learn the ways of the world.
Oh, no, I'm too shy. I can't find the courage. But I think about them.
Oh, do you now?
Yes, I do. I think of them a great deal when I come back here to my lonely room, my cell. I think back in my mind to the delectable faces I have seen on the streets. You know what, Carl?
No, what?
In my reveries, in my dreams of them, they are even lovelier than they looked on the streets. What do you think of that?
Do you mean to tell me that there isn't even one woman? One in particular? Just one?
Oh, yes. Yes, there is one. One very particular one.
Oh, that's better. Tell me about her.
Tell you about her? How can I tell you about her?
Well, start by telling me what she looks like.
Yes. Well, her skin is very pale. Very, very pale. White. Like a white rose.
Her eyes?
Dark and burning hot like sultry suns.
Better and better. Her hair?
A shade of red, I think.
Well, you think?
Yes. Her hair is reddish. Some might call it somber. But against the pallor of her skin...
And her name?
Her name? What about her name?
Well, aren't you going to tell me the name of your lovely?
She has no name. Why should she have a name?
Gottfried, are you drunk?
I have never given her a name. Why should I? She is my dream.
You only dream of this woman? She's not real? She doesn't exist?
She is real to me. She exists in my dreams. She lives in my thoughts by day. She haunts my dreams by night. Don't you understand? I love her.
Oh, my poor friend.
I shall always love her to the end of my days. So, you see, I am not quite as lonely as you thought. Not at all. Not lonely at all, because she is with me at all times.
Yes, I see. I think I see. Dear friend, it is getting on for midnight, and I have a train to catch. Will you walk with me to the station?
Of course I said I would, and I did. Though it was a stormy night, claps of thunder were rattling among the high houses of the narrow streets. Lightning flashed now and again, and the rain that began to fall seemed to drop into my heart as much as on the cobblestones. When I had watched the train depart, carrying off my only friend, I thought to return to my room. But something, a morbid recollection of our conversation, no doubt, drew me, or forced me, toward the Hotel de Ville and the Place de Grève. And in a sudden flare of lightning, I saw it. The horrible engine of death, the guillotine. A violent tremor ran through me, and I wanted to run. But something held me rooted to the spot till the lightning burst forth again. And there, crouched by the guillotine, I saw a shadowy form, all dressed in black, a female form seated on one of the lower steps of the scaffold, leaning forward, her face in her lap, her long, disheveled hair hanging to the ground. Her long, reddish hair.
You are listening to a tale of terror and romance, told in the Gothic style. So-called Gothic stories were enormously popular in the 19th century, and they have never wholly ceased to be in demand by the reading public, or for that matter, the viewing audience, or, as now, the listening one. It is good to remember that the Gothic romance was assisted into our world by a gentleman from New York, Mr. Washington Irving. I'll be back shortly with our concluding act.
Hi, this is Michael Landon. I know pictures of your family are important, so when you get them developed, do what I did. Make sure Kodak paper is behind them.
Just ask for Kodak paper for a good look. Kodak paper for a good look.
Make sure you look for a store with a Kodak paper sign. The one that says, "We use Kodak paper," for a good look. And tell them Michael sent you.
Just ask for Kodak paper for a good look. Kodak paper for a good look.
Walter Cronkite, one of a kind, writing, editing, working with the superb CBS News team to gather and report the news. The daily, constant pressure of being the best. And there's only one place you can find this anchor man, this editor, this team. Good evening. After Strong Buck, Cronkite and Company, only on the CBS Evening News.
Monday through Friday on the CBS Television Network.
They said it couldn't be written. The book that hit America like a runaway locomotive. The new Consumer Information Catalog.
For the life of me, Foster, your obsession with that book escapes me. It's only a catalog.
The book that's helping America find a better way to live.
What do you find in that catalog?
Something you could never give me, Lillian.
More than 200 fact-filled federal publications listed inside.
Booklets on home and car repairs, weight control, keeping household records, and more. I read them all to be the man you want me to be.
That's a lot of reading.
The book you have to read from the Consumer Information Center of the U.S. Government. The new Consumer Information Catalog. It's free. Just write to Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009.
That's Free Catalog, Pueblo, Colorado, 81009. Send for the book.
Don't wait for the movie.
Tomorrow night's Mystery Theater deals with a man who literally fought windmills. Hear the adventures of Don Quixote at 11:05 on KFAB. But now we return to Act 3 of The Guillotine.
It is true that Washington Irving was born in New York, but for reasons of health, he traveled extensively abroad and actually had living quarters for a time in the Alhambra, that centuries-old palace that still stands on a hill in Granada, a relic of the time when the Moors ruled a large part of Spain. In fact, you can go there today and see the very rooms he occupied. And if you are very careful and no one is looking, touch the keys of the spinet on which he played.
stood in the teeming rain and gazed at the woman in black who sat on the steps of the scaffold. There was something awful in this solitary monument of woe. She looked to be a woman of some distinction. Who could it be but some poor mourner whom the dreadful axe had made desolate, who now sat here heartbroken on the strand of existence from which all that was dear to her had been launched into eternity. I could not leave the Place de Grève without speaking to her. Madame, your pardon, Madame. I would not intrude upon your solitude, but neither can I pass by and leave you here alone. The storm, the hour of the night. Let me lead you away from this gruesome place. Let me take you to your friends who will cherish and take care of you. Madame?
I have no friends.
Oh, Madame, such a one as you.
I have no friends on earth.
The guillotine has taken them all. Is that what you mean? My heart weeps for you. But if there are no friends to give you refuge, at least let me take you home.
I have no home. But in the grave.
Oh, Madame, I know I am a stranger to you. You have no reason to trust either me or my intentions, but if you would permit me to offer you my protection. I am a poor student, Madame. I am not even a native of Paris. I live in the most humble hotel in the Latin Quarter. Such as it is, I would be honored, happy, if you would let me place my single room at your disposal on this most wretched of nights.
You seem very kind. Very sincere.
Thank you, Madame, for understanding. Then you will come with me? You will permit me to enlist as your protector?
Monsieur, my fate lies in your hands.
The storm had abated. All Paris was quiet. That great volcano of human passion slumbered for a while to gather fresh strength for the next day's eruption. I conducted my charge through the ancient streets of the Latin Quarter by the dusky walls of the Sorbonne to the dingy hotel where I lived. The hour was late, and I had to ring for the concierge.
Coming.
Oh, don't be afraid of her. She's cross, but really kind. Thank you, Madame. I'm so sorry to trouble you.
You have someone with you?
Yes, a friend.
Well, come in, you and your friend.
Thank you, Madame.
If you need anything, refreshment of any kind.
Yes, thank you. My room is on the first floor. You'll find it rather shabby, I'm afraid. This hotel once belonged to a member of the nobility, but only the remains of its old glory are still evident, and you have to look very hard indeed to see them. Here we are. Here is the door, Madame. I'll fetch a light. You can make yourself comfortable. There's a bed over there if you care to lie down. You must be tired. Here we are. Here's our light.
You are very kind to a poor stranger.
Madame.
What is it? You are so pale.
Your hair, your eyes, your skin.
They please you?
Your black dress, your black cape, it's so simple.
Oh, I am happy you like them.
No jewels, no ornaments of any kind. Only a broad black band around your lovely neck with its diamond clasp. You are too perfect. You are too perfect by far, Madame. May I tell you something of what is in my heart? I have loved you for a very long time.
What's that?
A very long time?
I have seen you every night for months. And many times during the day.
Oh, well, have you been following me, young man?
I have been dreaming of you. Asleep at night, in trance during the day. It has been your face, your form that filled my thoughts and fevered my imagination. Madame, I adore you.
Oh, how strange it all is.
Strange but marvelous.
That you should have thought of me all this time.
Thought of you, dreamed of you.
Oh, was it that you, young and ardent, have filled your head with thoughts of the other sex? It would only be natural. And your thoughts simply reappeared in your dreams.
Madame, though I am of such a shy disposition, I have never had the courage to pursue my fancies into the world of reality. All this is known to a friend of mine. He was here today. A short visit to Paris. We talked here in this very room. I spent a good part of our time together telling him that while I thought of women as any man does, still, there was one in particular. One very particular one.
Oh, are you saying...
My friend asked me what she looked like, this one particular woman. He asked me to describe her.
Yes?
And I said her skin is white as a white rose.
Oh.
Her eyes are dark like sultry suns, and her hair a certain shade of deep red.
Oh, my dear.
Surely such a miracle that you have come to life, that you sit here in my little room in all your beauty and desirability. I told my friend this evening, I said, do not pity me because I love this woman of my dreams and shall always love her.
Oh. And what did he have to say to that, your friend?
I think he understood. At least he accepted what I said as truth, as my truth. But then it was time for him to take his train. We said farewell. I started to walk back here. And then
we met by the guillotine.
And I dared to speak to you.
And I listened and believed
And
you.
I brought you back to my humble room, and here we are, together. I tell you, it is a miracle. The miracle of my life. It is yourself. It is you come to life. It is you sitting next to me. Your hand I am holding. Your eyes I gaze into. It is your lips I desire. If I might only...
Yes?
If I might kiss those lips just once.
Oh, only once?
Madame, my most beloved.
Oh, my darling. Again.
Again. My sweet angel, you give me courage to ask you something I never thought to ask.
Yes, my love.
Do you feel as I feel?
Yes.
Why should we separate, you and I? Our hearts are already united in the eye of reason and honor. We are as one.
Oh, yes.
You have no home, no family. Let me be home, family, everything to you. Rather, let us be everything to each other. Here, take my hand. I pledge myself to you forever.
Forever? You say forever?
Forever.
Oh, then, my lover, I am yours.
The next morning, in order not to disturb my beautiful sleeping bride, I crept cautiously and quietly from our bed, and as quietly dressed myself and went forth early in the day to look for larger quarters, since it was clear to me that my situation had so changed as to make the tiny student's room quite inappropriate. When I returned from my search, I stopped to speak to the concierge, who quite clearly was taking a certain enjoyment in my clandestine affair.
Huh? Good morning, monsieur.
Morning.
Will you be wanting a small repast? You and the lady, a coffee perhaps, a croissant?
Yes, that would be very nice. Thank you. The lady has not asked for me.
No, monsieur. Nor has she gone out. I've watched for her. No, she still sleeps in your room, I believe.
Thank you.
I'll be up in a moment with your coffee and croissant.
Thank you so very much. We'll both appreciate that. My darling, my love, it is I. I have been walking the streets looking for a better place for us to live. 2 rooms, at least, by the river, if possible. Do you hear me? Well, come along, my sweetheart. Wake up now. The concierge is bringing us our breakfast. Well, come along. You cannot be comfortable lying like that, your head hanging over our poor little bed, your arm thrown over it. Well, let me move your arm, at least. Oh, but how cold you are. How very cold. Your hand is like ice. Oh, my God. There's no pulse at all. And your face, pale, ghastly. Oh, no.
Monsieur, I have brought breakfast for you and the lady.
The lady? The lady is dead.
Dead? In my house? Police! I'm fetching the police!
The gendarme arrived in short order. He found me kneeling by the side of the bed, gazing in horror and dreadful fascination at the lifeless face of the woman I had loved for so long. The woman who had finally given herself to me in a pledge of a lifetime of love. As the officer of the police entered the room, I looked up at him and saw him start back suddenly, a look of total amazement on his face.
Great merciful heaven. How does this woman come to be here?
Do you know her, monsieur?
Let me come closer.
Do you know who she is?
I know who she is. I was there in the Place de Grève when they chopped off her head. They guillotined her yesterday.
I hardly know how to tell you what happened then. The policeman leaned over and unfastened the black collar with the diamond clasp that encircled the neck of my beloved. And horror of horrors, her beautiful head rolled upon the floor. And then I knew. My most awful fear had been true all along. The fiend had gained possession of me. And I was lost forever. Forever lost.
There is a postscript to this story, appended by Washington Irving, and I shall read it to you. Is this really a fact? Said the inquisitive listener. A fact not to be doubted, was the reply. I had it from the best authority. The student told it to me himself. I saw him in a madhouse at Paris. I'll be back shortly.
It's June 1778, and we're at the desperate Battle of Monmouth. A legend is being born before my very eyes. A young woman volunteer, Molly Pitcher, is helping fire one of the American cannon. Can you talk to us, Molly?
Are you kidding? With half of the British Army coming at us?
This is hard work for a woman.
Hot and hard. Try cooking in a colonial kitchen sometime. Man or woman, we've all got to help our country.
Today, thousands of women are volunteers who have joined National Guard and Reserve units. They are a vital part of our military manpower.
and woman power.
At only a fraction of the cost of equivalent active duty forces, over 300,000 employers have signed a statement of support encouraging employees to participate in Guard and Reserve training. Shouldn't you?
Hey, you employers out there, don't you know that when you help a volunteer help our country, you're helping yourself? If you haven't signed a statement of support yet, you should be ashamed. Fire!
By employer support, Arlington, Virginia 22209. A public service on behalf of employer support of the Guard and Reserve and the Advertising Council.
The horror story is international. Starting with the Castle of Otranto by the Englishman Horace Walpole, it was followed and improved upon by Honoré Balzac in France. And in America, it was carried on by Washington Irving and brought to a peak by the genius of Edgar Allan Poe. Oh, yes, the horror story is here to stay. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Don Scardino, and Bryna Rayburn. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Rosinante, well, to me, to my poor ignorant eyes, I could have sworn they were windmills.
If you are afraid, say your prayers. I'll meet them all alone. You stay here, Sancho.
What are you up to, my lord?
Stand your ground, you cowardly knaves! You dastardly giant!
Yeah, careful, master!
Be quiet, Sancho. I may be only a single night alone, you miserable, overgrown, faint-hearted monsters.
You can get hurt!
But like David facing half a dozen Goliaths, I engage you all in unequal but mortal combat.
Don Quixote, the wind has freshened. The sails, the arms of the windmills are turning faster and faster.
Giants prepare to do me battle. Like David, it is your death or mine.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by True Value Hardware Stores and Contact, the 12-hour cold capsule. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure.
Resents? Come in. Welcome. I am Tammy Grimes. As long as there are haves and have-nots, givers and takers, the affluent and the less fluent, there will be those whose only way of competing is to rob. Whether it is personal goods, industrial secrets, state or national secrets, whatever can be clandestinely stolen and sold will be. For every new kind of holdup or heist, there is a new method of detection. For every spy, a counter-spy, as we hope to illustrate in today's mystery drama.
What are you doing in my house?
Mr. Parker, I was waiting for you.
How did you get in?
By the back door. It was open. Let me identify myself before you call the police. Inspector Michael Fogg, sir, Wimbledon Police. I show you this picture. Do you know this person?
Oh, yes, I do. His name is William Jackson. He's a very good friend. But why do you ask?
Mr. Parker, your very good friend has been murdered.
Our drama, The Fifth Man, has been written especially for the Mystery Theater by James Agate Jr. and stars Norman Rose. I shall return shortly with Act One. He was known in CIA, NKVD, and MI5 circles as the Fifth Man. Briefly, there were four before him who sold classified British information to the Soviets. He was number 5. We will meet him. But first, meet Everett Parker, magazine editor, who has just boarded the 8 a.m. express from Brighton to London and opens a compartment door to find two men in a heated argument.
I tell you, I haven't got it. I don't know where it is. You promised to deliver it this morning. I mislaid it. You'll have it tomorrow. Shut up. Hi, Everett. Made the train again, I see.
Yes, by the skin of my teeth. Managed to catch the lost car and walked up through a corridor. I'm sorry if I'm interrupting.
Not at all. This gentleman and I were just going over the cricket results. You know, that sort of thing.
Well, if you excuse me, I think I'll get myself an eye-opener. Which way's the bar car?
Generally the first car behind the engine.
Thank you. I'll be on my way.
That's a rude character, isn't he?
Do you know him? Is he a friend of yours?
No, but I seem to remember him. That red face isn't forgettable.
You know, I told him this compartment was taken. A friend of mine and I generally ride in this compartment alone. Half a years. That's too bad, he said. I've paid for my ticket, and I'm entitled to sit wherever I like. It's just about then when you came in.
I must have misunderstood completely what you two were talking about.
I never saw the man before in my life.
Oh, I have. I'm trying to think where.
Have a good weekend, Ev.
Oh, Bill was too good. Too relaxing. Read some fascinating accounts of Blériot in the early days of flying. I think I'll assign one of our writers to write it up for the magazine. The chances those early pilots took.
People don't dare the fates like that anymore.
It made me realize what I'm doing, putting out that little airplane magazine, is pretty small beer.
Oh, Ev, what are you talking about? The last issue was tremendous. I sent it round to all the boys at the War Office, and Sir Robert kept it for days.
Oh, really? So my views on air warfare may have some influence.
I wouldn't be surprised. Speaking of small beer, I have suddenly developed a tremendous thirst.
You, some teetotaler, at 8 in the morning?
So if you'll excuse me, Ev, I think I'll wander up to the bar car.
Obviously, he was going forward to meet the man I'd found in the compartment. Mondays are always difficult at the magazine. Material piles up over the weekend, but that didn't surprise me. What did was a message on my answering machine when I got home. Would I please hurry over to the Brighton Hospital? Nurse.
Yes, sir.
My name is Everett Parker. I have a message to come to the hospital.
Oh, yes, Mr. Parker. We have a patient who's been asking after you.
Francis. Oh, my Lord, not again. Don't tell me.
Oh, hello, Everett. You got my message?
How do you feel?
Not too badly. I had a good night.
You've been in the hospital since last night?
Oh, since yesterday morning. I fell down those cellar stairs again.
Francis, let's not talk about that. Does Bill know?
He should.
I mean, does he know that you're in the hospital? I rode into London with him this morning. He didn't say a word about you.
Well, why would he?
Oh, Francis, this is terrible. You can't go on like this, married to a man who...
Everett, I don't want you to talk about it.
This is the second time you've had to come here to be treated.
Perhaps.
Well, isn't it?
Well, I must be accident-prone. I mean, I keep falling down at home.
I don't believe that. I never have. I don't care what it is, frustration, anger. He must not be allowed to lay a hand on you.
He doesn't. It's really not his fault.
Well, whose fault is it then? Look at you. Your arm is bound up. Is it fractured? Is it broken? Oh, your eyes, black and blue. To see you like this in the hands of that maniac, it's unbearable for me. Do you understand?
It'll be all right.
It'll never be all right. Now, I've decided. I either go to the police about this or talk to him myself. But I'm not letting this go any further. Now, Francis, you want me to do something, don't you?
I guess so.
I know so. Why else would you leave word for me to come to the hospital?
Because I didn't have anyone else I could turn to.
When are they discharging you?
Not for another day, I think.
Fine. I'd rather you didn't go home until I've had all this out with Bill. If he can't control himself, something will have to be done to protect you.
Thank you, Everett. I'm so sorry to put this on you. I really am.
I went directly to Bill Jackson's house. It was dark. I knocked. I rang the bell. Rapped at the windows. No answer. The next morning, he was not on the 8 o'clock. That night when I got home, I opened my door to find an unannounced visitor.
Good evening, Mr. Parker.
What are you doing in my house?
I'm waiting for you, sir.
I don't mean that. I mean, how did you get in?
By your back door. It was open. May I identify myself before you call the police?
I think you'd better.
Inspector Michael Fogg, sir. My ID, Wimbledon Police.
Well, what do you want from me?
Information about a person by the name of William Arthur Jackson.
Inspector, you may remove your hat and coat and sit down like an ordinary person. Tell me, do you chaps always wear a raincoat even when it's not raining?
Mr. Parker, do you mind if I ask the questions? It has come to our attention. You may have been the last person to see Mr. Jackson alive.
Do you mean he's dead?
Yes, sir. We have reason to believe he may have been murdered.
Oh, good Lord.
You did know him?
Well, yes, certainly.
When did you last see him?
Oh, yesterday morning. We rode into the city together on the 8 o'clock.
The Brighton-London Express?
Yes. Shared a compartment as we have for over 2 years.
Quite aware of that.
Well, I didn't know my life was such an open book.
When it's a case of murder, one asks a great many questions.
How did Bill die?
He was discovered lying beside the tracks, 3 miles this side of Charing Cross Station.
Oh, my Lord. Well, could he have jumped from the train?
Possibly. He could also have been pushed.
Has the War Office been informed?
Oh, then you know he worked for the War Office.
Oh, yes. Also know his bureau chief, Sir Robert Leeds. He happens to have contributed to my magazine.
And that would be airspace.
I see you've done your homework, Inspector. William Jackson and I were more than casual acquaintances. As I said, we've ridden that train 5 days a week for over 2 years.
Would you be good enough to tell me what you remember of that last train ride? And I'll try to recall as much as you can. Your testimony could be quite crucial to this investigation, as well as establishing your innocence or guilt.
Oh, come now, Inspector. You're not saying that I'm suspected of pushing Jackson off the train.
At this point, anyone and everyone is under suspicion. Please proceed. Tell me what occurred that morning.
I told the inspector that William seemed in a good mood. I mentioned the man with the red face, whose identity still escapes me, and that I'd followed William to the bar car, where I found the two of them arguing. The inspector took it all down, thanked me, and said he'd return in a few days. I went directly to see Frances, Mrs. Jackson.
Everett, I'm so glad you came over.
I'm glad you're home from the hospital. Are you feeling better?
Yes. Better and worse. And frightened.
The police were here.
I didn't know what to tell them. A nice inspector who wanted to know why Bill might have jumped. Well, I had no idea. And if he didn't, then why would anyone want to push him out?
Anything else?
How well did I know you, and were we good friends? I said we were. Everett, who could have done such a thing?
Well, the impression I got is the police think it might be me.
You? Oh, Everett, that's terrible. You, of all people. Why do they suspect you? What did you tell them?
All that I know. There was a man in the compartment when I got there. He and Bill were talking, and then later both of them were having angry words together in the bar car.
You know the man?
I think so. I know him from somewhere. Well, then they left the bar car. They didn't see me. I ducked behind a newspaper. I thought they were going back to the compartment.
So it's still an open question. Did Bill fall? Was it an accident, or was he pushed?
Francis, he did not fall. There is no way anyone could fall out of the train between the cars. They're locked to one another with a concertina passageway. Somebody opened the outer compartment door
The one you alight from at the station.
and forced him out. Since I was sharing the compartment with Bill, that's why I am a prime suspect. It's a little unnerving.
Why only you? What about that other man?
I'm having a hard time making anyone believe he existed. He had a very red face, heavier than I am, older. Does he sound like someone Bill had dealings with?
Oh, Bill had rather a life of his own, you know that. For one thing, his work at the War Office was very secret, and then there were people he spent time with he never introduced me to, or brought home. It was one of the things we fought about. Why he wouldn't take me into his confidence. I knew he had another life, but he kept denying it.
What made you so sure?
Well, he couldn't account for hours and days of his time. He'd pack up and not tell me where he was going or when he'd be back.
Couldn't it have simply been some project for the War Office?
The last time he was away, I called the War Office, and I spoke to Sir Robert. He said Bill had asked for leave, and he was surprised that I didn't know where he was. So you see, Bill could have had dealings with half a dozen red-faced men, and I'd know nothing about it.
Of course, the two of them meeting on the train could have been a coincidence and nothing to do with Bill's death.
Why do you say that?
That's what I hope. If that red-faced man had a hand in it, then he knows I saw him and I would give evidence he was on the train. so he might not hesitate to do away with me as he had Bill. It wouldn't be safe for him to let me live.
Oh, no, Everett.
Oh, wait. Carl Carson. That's who he is. I remember now. He had a beard then. See, what do I know about him? Yes, he owns a private airport and rents planes. Carl Carson. I knew it had finally come to me.
Is that his name, the red-faced man?
Perhaps not, but that's the name he uses. Now, if Carl Carson has committed murder, it wouldn't be difficult for him to hop into one of his own planes and get out of England. Then they'd have a devil of a time finding him and bringing him back.
Oh, Everett, don't be hasty. You're implying this man is guilty, but there's no proof. You didn't see him do anything.
Ah, but I know Carl's history.
Well, just the same. When you talk to the police, you should make it clear there's a very big if. I mean, supposing after all this they find out your man is innocent and someone else is guilty.
This may be the occasion to quote Blackstone, who said, "It is better 10 guilty persons escape than 1 innocent suffer." Frankly, at this stage of the plot's unfolding, I haven't a clue who is guilty of murder. But I hope, along with yourselves, to learn more when the curtain rises shortly in Act 2. A man has been killed and thrown from a moving express train. His widow is not weeping for her deceased husband. A magazine editor is suspected of having had a hand in the death, and he believes another man is involved. A man with a red face.
Mr. Parker, I appreciate your assistance in identifying this man you allege was on the train.
Allege, Inspector?
But there is a more important matter that concerns the department. We're on the point of holding you as a material witness. Mind you, you're not being accused of the crime, although we have reason to believe you may have a motive.
You come to my house to tell me this?
I came for a statement.
Before I call my attorney, would you mind telling me how you have come to such a conclusion?
A rather clear case of chercher la femme, I would say.
Well, would you mind repeating that in English?
The lady, sir. We have evidence that supports the theory of your interest in Mrs. Jackson, and we have witnesses who have confirmed it.
May I be told what they have said?
I don't have the transcript at hand. The sum total appears to be that Mr. Jackson had become increasingly angry over your attentions to Mrs. Jackson, and that is why he was so severe with her physically.
Inspector, if I am formally brought up on this ridiculous charge, I shall use every legal means I can to sue the department for illegal arrests, false statements, and impugning my character. Now, if you will be so good as to hand me my telephone, I would like to call my attorney. My attorney told me to keep cool, cooperate fully, that he would keep tabs on what evidence was being collected. I drove out to Cheshire, to the airfield out of which Carl Carson's air livery operated. Anyone here in the office? Oh, I didn't see you.
What could I do for you?
I'd like to rent a plane.
Well, you'll have to talk to Mr. Carson.
I'd like to.
Okay. Mr. Carson.
Who is it, Olivia?
Man out here wants to rent a plane.
What's his name?
What's your name?
Everett Parker from Airspace Magazine.
I heard that. I'll be right out.
Be right out, Mr. Parker.
I didn't expect to see you here.
I didn't expect to see you on the Brighton Express. It's been a long time, Carl. Can we talk alone?
All right, Olivia. Go on, buzz off.
Yes, sir.
Harry, leave that door open. I can watch your field. Yes, indeed, it's a long time. What do you want with me, Parker?
What did you want with Bill Jackson?
I think that's none of your business.
What was it Bill Jackson did not deliver to you?
I don't know what you mean.
That morning when I came into the train compartment, what was he holding out on you?
You are nosy, aren't you? Always was, I remember.
And you always talk too loudly. Not only in the compartment, but in the bar car. Just like the old days. I suppose it isn't news to you that Bill Jackson is dead.
Why do you say that?
Well, sure, it's new.
You didn't know anything about it.
I've been out of the country for a week. I just got back.
Yes, when you thought things had cooled down.
Look, will you stop talking in riddles?
You knew Jackson.
Yes. Good. He used to weekend abroad, enjoy himself. He used to one of my flying wings, if I remember.
But you didn't know that he was murdered. Smashed on the head or strangled and pushed off the train 3 miles out of Charing Cross Station.
I didn't have anything to do with that.
I didn't expect you to admit it, Carl. But I came here to tell you that I'm going to be watching you very closely from now on. So don't try anything you wouldn't like to be arrested for.
What's with that bloke? Comes in here to run to plane. I just saw him drive off.
Now, you next time that gentleman shows up, I'd like to arrange a little demonstration.
I thought demonstrations were just for those who tried to get in our way.
You've described Mr. Parker exactly. Remember now, should he appear again, I think we should show him how our propeller self-starters operate on the flying wings. Of course, we'll have to be careful. As you know, sometimes these nosy parties get so interested in these new devices, they stand too close to the propeller. We can't have that, can we?
Sir Robert, we've talked a few times on the telephone, but it's a pleasure for me to meet you in person.
Is this your very first visit to the War Office, Mrs. Jackson?
My very first. Bill never offered to show me around, and I never insisted.
Mrs. Jackson, may I express my personal sympathies? Your husband was a dedicated servant in His Majesty's service. He will be missed. Now, is there anything I can do?
I've brought something that I believe belongs to you. I have it in my handbag. This little notebook. Please take it.
Where did you say you got this, Mrs. Jackson?
I didn't say yet. It does belong to you, doesn't it?
You are going to tell me how it came into your possession.
I suppose now that Bill's dead, it can't hurt him anymore.
Tell me, have you looked into this notebook?
Yes, and I have a pretty good idea how dangerous it is.
Do go on.
Bill used to get up before me. He'd have a quick breakfast and run down to catch the 8 o'clock. One morning I woke up when he was getting dressed, and I saw this notebook fall out of his pocket.
This was in your husband's possession?
Yes. I saw all those names of all those people in the different countries, and I guessed what it must be, and I hid the notebook. And that night he came home and asked me for it. I said I hadn't seen it. He hit me so hard that I ended up in hospital. He'd do that, flare up, uncontrollable. I never saw Bill alive again.
Well, this is very serious, Mrs. Jackson. I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to remain.
You mean here? For how long?
That I can't say. Stanton, I'd like you to come in, please, and bring the machine.
I haven't done anything wrong, have I?
That remains to be seen.
I've never told a soul about this, not till now. I knew they were names of our intelligence people in those communist bloc countries. I knew it right away.
How did you know that, Mrs. Jackson?
Because I guess I really should tell you everything.
Stanton, start your machine, then sit over there and take notes. Give me the microphone.
Yes, sir.
This is Mrs. Frances Jackson, widow of William Arthur Jackson, formerly in the employ of the D2 Section Intelligence Division, the War Office. Mrs. Jackson, we will continue at the point where you told me how you knew the notebook you have just handed me, which was in the possession of your late husband, contained a spy inventory.
Are you recording what I'm saying?
Yes. Now, please, go ahead, Mrs. Jackson.
My husband and I had several quarrels over the past 6 months, during which he frequently hit me. He frightened me so much that I never told anyone what these quarrels were about, not even our very best friend, Mr. Everett Parker.
Would you mind spelling that name, please?
Everett Parker. Although Everett, Mr. Parker, had seen me a few times pretty badly bruised, I never told him why or what it was about.
Well, Mrs. Jackson, what was it about?
Suddenly, about 6 months ago, Bill seemed to have a lot of money. He told me he'd had a winning streak. First it was the races, and then the football pools, then the races again. And then there was that telephone conversation.
You overheard the telephone conversation of your husband's?
We have an extension telephone in the bedroom, and I wanted to call my mother. And I picked up the bedroom phone, and I could hear Bill talking on the downstairs phone. And he said, "No, names of plans I can't get, but names of people I can." And then I heard him say, "Francis, is that you on the upstairs phone? I can hear you breathing." Of course, I was frightened to death. I hung up quickly, and I locked myself in the bathroom, and he came upstairs and he pounded on the door, and then the phone rang, and he went to answer it. And when I came out, he had left the house.
How did you associate that experience with this notebook?
He used to joke about the 4 men who had spied for the Soviet, sold our secrets to them, you know. There's always room for the 5th man, he'd say. And I knew he wasn't just joking. He was testing me to see how I'd take it. And then one day, I found a letter with the number 5 under the doormat. The next day, it was gone.
So you presumed your husband had removed the letter, and that he was indeed the 5th man?
I hated to believe it, but I knew it was true. Oh, Sir Robert, this is so painful. Could I stop now?
Oh, yes. That will do for our first session. Stanton, take the tapes and have them transcribed, and arrange for Mrs. Jackson to have a 24-hour protection. I'm placing a 24-hour guard around you because, well, my dear lady, undoubtedly, enemy agents will have you followed, and I don't wish any harm to come to you.
Is that really so? Right here in England, in peacetime, there are enemy agents?
Oh, yes. We're not the only ones who plant agents in other countries. Theirs are right under our noses here.
Shall I stop the recorder now, Sir Robert?
By all means. Mrs. Jackson, we shall get a message to you by hand to arrange for a further taping session.
But I could call you as I used to when Bill worked here.
Don't use your telephone to call me. There's a 100% probability that it's not a secure phone.
Not secure?
We must assume it has been tapped by those with whom your husband had dealings. Now, you mentioned Everett Parker, a friend. I know him. Don't talk to him on your telephone about coming here. Don't say anything to anyone about your husband's death.
But people will call me to extend condolences. What do I do about that?
Accept the sympathy matter-of-factly. But if they ask what happened, how did it happen, don't volunteer any information.
I understand.
The average person has no idea how ruthless agents can be. Stanton.
Yes, sir?
I want a lady operative to guard Mrs. Jackson. Miss Davis will do nicely. Yes, Mrs. Jackson, as soon as Miss Davis can be rounded up, she will leave with you and remain with you, by your side at all times, until further instructed by us. Now, good day. And again, thank you.
Mr. Parker, if you knew all this, why didn't you speak up sooner?
My dear Inspector, what a short memory you have. Right in my house, I told you about Carl Carson, but the department had already made up its mind that I had done away with Bill Jackson.
Yes. How far is Carson's airfield from here?
Sit tight, we'll get there as fast as I can.
My head will roll for this if I don't apprehend the right party.
When did you finally decide that Carl Carson was your man?
And we've lifted a set of his fingerprints from that compartment door handle.
Well, how did you know they were his?
Regulation left over from the war. All people connected with the private airport, owners, managers, pilots, maintenance, and so forth, must be checked. Their fingerprints are on file. We ran Carson's through the computer, and there he was, up in Cheshire.
I knew him during the war. There were some shady transactions involving stockpiles of unused weaponry, which found its way into the wrong hands. He had good lawyers who got him off with a 6-month suspended sentence, but evidently that never stopped his accreditation.
Parker, when you saw him up at his airport, What did he say when you accused him of complicity in the murder of William Jackson?
He as much implied it was my word against his.
His word, hmm? I'm afraid that might not be good enough.
Countless experts in the law agree with the premise that they have never known a guilty person to plead anything but innocence. Admission, one way or the other, seems to have nothing to do with clean hands or dirty work. To sort it out, to arrive at the truth, we rely on evidence, scientific and sworn-to facts, and juries. And even they sometimes can be mistaken. I shall return shortly with Act 3. Inspector Michael Fogg is about to make an arrest in the case of the Crown against an unknown assailant. The evidence he has is as conclusive as fingerprints can be. Theorizing that the killer throttled his victim, then opened the compartment door and pushed the body from the train, those fingerprints that obscured all others must point to the murderer. Inspector Fogg and Everett Parker have just pulled into that private airport in Cheshire.
Is Mr. Carson in?
Hello. Aren't you the gentleman who was here just the other day?
Yesterday.
I don't think Mr. Carson's on the premises.
Why don't you make sure?
I'm sure.
Will you tell Mr. Carson that Inspector Michael Fogg of the Wimbledon Police would like a word with him?
Yes, sir. Mr. Carson, there's an inspector from the police to see you.
I'm right here, Mr. Carson. I suggest you come out quietly. And further suggest, when you do, that you raise your hands in the air.
Oh, no.
Is your name Olivia?
Yes, sir.
If you will stand against the wall, Olivia, you won't get hurt.
Yes, sir.
What's this all about? I'll put my hands up, but it's only in self-protection. You're the inspector.
Keep them up. Mr. Parker, do me a favor. Search the gentleman.
Now, just a minute. He's very high-handed. I think you owe me some verification that you are who you say you are.
Certainly. See for yourself. I think this identifies me.
And this pistol, which I find strapped to Mr. Carson's leg, I think identifies him. Inspector, you'd better take charge of it.
Oh, thank you.
Just a moment. I have a license to carry that.
If you have, the gun will be returned to you. You are Mr. Carl Carson.
Yes, I am.
You are under arrest. Charged with involvement in the death of William Arthur Jackson on the 10th of this month during the run of the 8 a.m. express train Brighton to London.
What evidence am I being charged?
Your fingerprints have been found in the compartment shared by Mr. Jackson and Mr. Parker here. You are entitled to advice of counsel, and as soon as we return to headquarters and you have been booked, you will be permitted one telephone call.
You're making a big mistake. I had nothing to do with his death. I had nothing to gain by it. Or even that man standing next to you had more to gain than I did.
I suggest you calm yourself, sir. I shouldn't like to have to resort to handcuffs. If you maintain self-control, we can all have a pleasant ride back into town.
No handcuffs. I'll be all right.
You are entitled to as much protection under the law as anyone in England. And if we have made a mistake, you may be sure we shall acknowledge it.
You know, Francis, I hadn't ridden on a carousel since I was a child. Whatever gave you the idea to come here?
Necessity. I had to talk to you, Everett, and I thought sitting on this double seat with you, we couldn't be overheard. I saw Sir Robert. I told him I suspected Bill of being number 5.
Number 5? What does that mean?
And to remember those 4 traitors who sold out to the Soviet. I believe Bill was the 5th man, and that is why he was killed.
By the Soviet?
For something he did they didn't like, or perhaps they thought he was a double agent. I've read about that.
We might have added another piece to the puzzle. This Carl Carson I told you about, he could have been a group leader, or possibly a courier. Something went wrong, and he had his orders.
You think he did it?
He was on the train. They found his fingerprints smudged over everyone else's on that door handle.
They stopped Bill in his tracks. Everett, they could also stop me.
Why you?
They might figure I know too much and I'll talk. I have already.
What did Sir Robert advise you to do?
Well, not to use the phone. It's probably tapped. You see that woman over there by the cashier's booth? She's carrying a gun. That's Miss Davis. She's my bodyguard. Everett, I can't live like this in fear of my life. What can I do?
Let's stand over here where your guard can watch us and no one can hear us.
I'm so frightened.
Francis, don't do anything. First of all, Carl Carson has been arrested, so he's no danger to you. Secondly, I don't believe anyone is going to call attention to themselves or to the spy ring by attacking you, so just calm down.
They caught him, this Carl person.
He's in the Wimbledon jail right now.
I want to see him.
What for?
I want to see him. To confront him. If he killed Bill, I want to know why. If he denies it, I want him to tell it to me, right to my face.
Francis, he'll deny everything. Anyway, I don't know if they'll permit you to see him.
Well, people visit prisoners all the time.
After they've been convicted. But why see him?
I want to. Face to face.
I thought you just said you were going to put all this behind you. Well, all right. I'll give it a try. I'll talk to the inspector, but don't be surprised if they say no.
Can you find out today? Now?
If the inspector is in, I'll talk to him.
And when will you let me know?
Well, I have to go up to London tomorrow morning as usual. I'll phone you from the station.
Oh, no, don't telephone. I'll meet you there. 7:45, before the train gets in, all right? By the newspaper kiosk?
Francis, I wish you weren't so determined to go through with this. It's almost ghoulish.
I have my reasons.
You're not thinking of something mad, are you? Shooting the man or something. You'll never get away with it.
It's hard to make you understand. You know, there wasn't any love between Bill and me. But I still want to see this through. It's like putting a marker on his grave. If that's the man who did it, I just want to look at him. Once.
Oh, Robert Leeds, huh? Oh, yes, sir. Oh, that is bad news. Did you say 6 of them? Oh, my lord, I was hoping this list of our agents hadn't yet been transmitted to the other side. Oh, what I mean is, when Mrs. Jackson brought me that list, I hoped her husband hadn't yet passed the information along. 6 men. Oh, terrible. Which ones? Oh, 2 by umbrella dart. Strangled. Oh, motorcycle accident. Terrifying. They must have got to them right away. No, we have nothing definite yet, sir, on that. Yes, sir. Good night, sir.
I learned later that 6 of our men had met death the same day, each in the country to which he was assigned. All the work of Jackson and his list. It was something I could not and would not pass along to his widow. The following morning, I was at the Brighton station.
The 8 o'clock for London will leave Brighton on time.
Francis, over here.
Oh, good morning, Everett. I was awake all night thinking about this. What did the inspector say? Did you reach him?
I spoke to him last night. He said he saw no reason whatsoever why you should not have a talk with Carl Carson. He might even welcome it to prove he's innocent.
When? Did the inspector say when?
I didn't set a time. I thought you'd arrange that yourself. I told him I was meeting you at the 8 o'clock train, and I'd tell you.
And what time do you get back from London this evening?
Well, I plan to stay over, actually. It's 2 days before we go to press, and there's always last-minute work to be done on the magazine.
It's only that, if this man is, you know...
A murderer?
I just don't want to see him alone.
They're not going to let the 2 of you be in a room alone. Whatever made you think that? There's a screen barrier between the prisoners and the public, and there'll be guards everywhere.
Well, it's not that. It's just that I'm not as brave as I thought I was. I need you.
Of course, I understand. It's too much for you. I wish you hadn't thought of it in the first place. Besides, supposing Carl Carson says no. Why don't you wait till the day after tomorrow, and I'll be here for the weekend, and we can go together to discuss it a little more. Francis, it really might be harmful to you.
But if I decide to, you will go with me?
Yes, of course.
You will. Thank you. I just won't feel it's all resolved, you see, until I do.
Oh, here's my train. I'll stop by your house Saturday morning.
Parker, wait.
Inspector, what is it?
Oh, I'm glad you told me where you'd be.
Oh, Inspector, I can't talk to you now. I'll miss my train.
Don't go, Parker. Carl Carson has escaped from jail. Which way is the main airport office?
Right in front of us with the main hangar behind it. Hold it. Hold it, Inspector. There's something wrong here.
I'll go in the front door. Is there a back way out?
Yes, there is. Carson's inner office, which opens into the hangar.
Now, wait, won't you? Parker, we can't wait. If he's there, we have to take him.
Well, don't you notice? There's absolutely no activity on the field. Most of the planes are not here. That's a flying wing to the right of the main hangar, but nobody's in sight. Nothing's coming in or taking off. I've a feeling there's no one in here. The door to Carson's office is open. There's no one in there either.
He's had 4 hours head out. He could have taken off in a plane and gone anywhere.
We made a thorough search, and we were sorry we did. Outside, lying right in front of the flying wing, was Carl Carson, or rather what was left of him. It was inconceivable to me that a man who'd lived so much of his life around airplanes could have deliberately walked into a propeller.
So, you don't think it was an accident?
No, it's not possible. He must have been ready to take off with that woman we met, that Olivia, and then gone round to check something, and whoever it was hit the automatic starter, and that was it. The prop started to spin.
Someone started it up.
He's got extra fuel tanks all filled. And look there.
What?
Special instruments for high-altitude flying. Now, wait a sec. There's a map here. He was on his way to Moscow. The Sheremetyevo Airport. He's got a red circle around it.
You think he was intentionally cut down?
Well, I'm sure of it. That assistant, Olivia, she was probably an NKVD agent assigned to watch Carl, just the way chauffeurs are assigned to keep tabs on Soviet diplomats.
Wonder where that Olivia is.
Oh, she'll turn up.
I'd better put in a call to MI5 to close off this entire facility. Until they get here, I have my men surrounded. There's more here than police ought to be responsible for. I guess now we'll never know whether it was Carson who pushed Jackson out of the train or not.
Yes, you're right. No one will ever know, except the person who did it, if he's alive. Until now, this account of the fifth man was secret. But since I am no longer a member of Britain's Secret Service, I've received permission to tell you that I, as Everett Parker, used that cover for my real job, that of an MI5 operative. We knew Jackson was passing secrets to the Soviets, and that his courier was Carl Carson. I was commended for handling the case, specifically for transferring Carl's fingerprints to that door handle, my own technique. The chief told me, though, if there was a next time, I had better use a portable laser beam, pocket-sized. Today, I understand they could have lifted my fingerprints from the door handle, even though I'd worn gloves to push Jackson off the train.
Strictly speaking, a spy can only be sentenced to death by a military tribunal in time of war. However, the fifth man was more of a one-man fifth column. He did not conduct espionage in the strict sense of the word. Having obtained a government position of trust, he betrayed that trust, and therefore died the death of a traitor. MI5 saw to that. I shall return shortly. Spies and disguise have an ancient history. The fifth column was a sizable army inside the Trojan horse. Joan of Arc was betrayed by an Englishman disguised as a French bishop. And over the centuries, many, many more. And who were the great-great-grandfathers of espionage? Cardinal Richelieu, Frederick the Great, Napoleon, Alexander the Great. The list will never end, for it will reach far into the future. So long as men and countries possess dangerous secrets, other men and other countries will try to steal them. Our cast included Norman Rose, Bernard Grant, Lloyd Battista, and Marion Seldes.
Time on KRLD.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sounds of suspense, to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of nightmarish probability, where the icy fear of the unknown can lead one down strange and terrifying paths. In our story, Alex Harper confronts the impossible, and the encounter produces a devastating effect.
It's Ace, our dog. He's dead. I see him, Alex. There isn't a mark on him. Nothing. Look at his face. Oh, it's horrible. If I didn't know better, I'd say that something scared that pup to death.
Our mystery drama, The Edge of Death, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Saul Panitz and stars Patrick O'Neill. It is sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser, and by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
When you drink beer, do you tilt the glass for long, hearty swallows? Or just tip it and sip it? Well, sipping's the thing for wine. But Budweiser beer is a hearty drink, brewed for zest and character. The best way to enjoy Bud is to drink it. Not chug-a-lug, just man-sized beer drinker swallows. That's when that famous Budweiser taste, smoothness, and drinkability really come through. Smoothness and drinkability that come only from natural carbonation and exclusive beechwood aging. Smoothness and drinkability, too good for any half-hearted sipping. So drink up. You'll see that brewing beer right does make a difference. And that when you say Budweiser, you said it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
It happens in an instant, but this is the way it feels. The driver was speeding, but the crash goes on and on, almost in slow motion. With a mechanical device, we've slowed down the sound of the accident so you could think about it. If the driver had slowed down, there probably would not have been an accident. This message was brought to you by the General Motors Corporation. Meet Alex Harper, farmer. Right now his left arm is in a sling. heavily bandaged to protect the more than 20 stitches. Just a small accident on his tractor. First time in his 28 years as a farmer that he'd ever suffered more than a slight sprain or a minor bruise. It is a late August morning, an unreal sky, so blue it almost hurts the eyes to look at it. Even now, there is a promise that the cool dampness of the morning will soon yield to the stifling heat of the prairie sun.
No matter what you say, I still don't think I ought to leave you alone.
Who said I'm alone? You hear what Judy said, huh, Ace?
Oh. Can't you be serious for a second?
Oh, because I think you should go. Now, we've been over this a dozen times.
Something was to happen. I'd never forgive myself.
Oh, what if the sky fell down, Chicken Little?
Well, your arm. It hurts, doesn't it?
Did I say so?
Oh, whenever you get this way sarcastic, you're covering up. You can't fool me. Take another pill.
Another one, and I'll be going around like a zombie.
And I'll ask Doc Stevenson if he can give you something else.
But I don't want something else. Now, you go on, get your annual checkup, do a little shopping if you like.
But I still think I ought to be here. After last night.
Oh, boy, last night again.
I'm not a hysterical woman.
I didn't say you were.
Well, you thought so.
Well, you get me up out of a sound sleep and insist that there are lights and noises.
No, I heard something last night. It wasn't a rabbit or a deer. There was a flashing light. I'm not an idiot, and I haven't got that good imagination to make it all up. And now I'll go.
Ace, where are you? Come on, boy. Now, I'm in no mood to play games. All right, I'm going back to the house. Oh, behind the barn, eh? What you got cornered, a 10-foot rabbit? Oh, there you are now. Hey, well, you did find something. I'm coming, Ace. All right, now bring it to me. Come on, boy, give it here. Give it here, that's it. Good dog. Yeah. Hey, let's see what you discovered. A bag. Looks just like Doc Stevenson's bag, only. That couldn't be his. This one's shiny new. Feels funny. It's not leather. Doesn't feel like vinyl either. How the deuce can anyone possibly use this? No lock, no zipper, no buckle. No way to open this case. It's a gag. I'll bet that some of those college kids from town, sure, that's it. Judy did hear some sounds last night. The kids. And they left this. Stupid crap. Of course, Ace. Now, you'll get full credit. Yes, sir, boy. I'll tell Judy you found it. Now, come on. Let's go back to the house. Come on.
That's you, Alex?
Doc, hello.
How's the arm?
Not bad. Now, when are you going to take the stitches out?
One of these days. Now, don't rush it. That's a mighty bad tear.
Will you level with me?
Shoot.
Will the arm be as good as new?
Well, not really. Some of the muscles were torn. Well, you'll have movement, but there will be limitations. You were lucky that it's the left and not the right.
Yeah, lucky.
And you'll end up with a beautiful scar.
Say, Doc, is Judy still there?
She left about 30 minutes ago.
Did she check out okay?
Well, there are some tests that will take a few days.
But from what you could see.
Well, that's the real reason I called, Alex.
There is something?
There is.
Well, not serious.
Yes and no.
Oh, what the devil does that mean?
Well, it's your heart. And before you jump to conclusions, listen. If she watches herself, obeys a special diet, there's no reason why she shouldn't live a normal span of life.
Did you tell her?
Oh, only that it's a rather common condition that can be controlled. She's not alarmed, and she needn't be. Now, I mean this, Alex. I've seen patients like her do almost everything they used to do and go on and on.
Almost. Oh, Doc, last time you dropped by, let's see, that must have been at least a week ago.
More like 10 days.
By any chance, did you leave something out here? You aren't missing one of your black bags.
Huh.
talking about? Nothing. Doc, I think I hear Judy. Yeah, it is. Hey, she's driving kind of funny. I better hang up, Doc. Easy now. Whatever it is, you're home.
I'm so frightened.
Oh, sure.
A few miles past the Clearwood Sanitarium. You know the big curve through the woods?
Yeah.
I slowed down.
Well, would you rather talk about it a little later? You're shaking all over. Now, come on inside, Judy. I'll make some tea. Come on.
Yes, like that. Inside. With the walls around me. Oh, Alex.
Yes?
We're in danger, Alex.
Oh, now, Judy.
I saw him. I tell you, I saw him.
Who?
Death. Alex. I saw death.
You feel better now?
Yes. Look, I can hold my hands out and they don't shake anymore.
Now, maybe I ought to call the doc anyway.
I guess you must think Oh, Alex. I was maybe a minute or so past the railroad bridge when I heard this thing.
What thing?
It was on the news about a patient at Clearwood escaping. And, please notify if you see him and telephone number and all.
Any description?
All I can remember was something about his being dressed all in black.
Nothing more.
Hear that?
What?
Siren? Police siren?
Well, it could be a fire truck.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
You've heard sirens before.
Yes, I know, but...
I know, but
they're searching for him.
I still don't know who him is, except he's one of those mental cases from Clearwood.
Well, he was just standing by the side of the road. But first I could barely see him in the shadows, dressed in black as he was.
Well, what'd he do?
Nothing. Just stood there, looking.
Didn't threaten you?
And then he said something. It was like, I want to communicate with you. Yes, I think that was it.
And you got out of there fast. Did he shout?
No. His voice was soft and mild.
And he said communicate? You sure he used that word?
Communicate, yes.
It's a queer word to use, don't you think? I mean, most people would say talk. I want to talk with you.
Communicate. I know what I heard. I looked up when I heard him, and by now he was in the sunlight, and I could see him clearly, just a few feet away. Alex, he had no face.
Now, Judy.
I know what I saw. There was no face. I'm not hysterical, and I saw him.
Oh, if you say so.
Oh, why don't you believe me?
Because I can't conceive of anyone without a face, that's why. Now, all right, let's start from the beginning. Did you see his eyes?
No.
Was he wearing a hat?
Yes, a black one.
Well, it could throw a shadow over his eyes so you couldn't see them.
It's possible.
Well, it has to be. How the devil could anyone? He could have been in an accident, surgery. But how would he... All right, let's go on. Now, what about his nose?
No, I didn't see any.
Could be the hat again. Mouth? His mouth, Judy. You see, if the sun was hitting over his shoulder, then there'd be a shadow from his hat. In that case, the mystery's over.
You're trying to make me feel like a fool. I don't care what you or anyone else thinks, but I saw a man with no face. And you can know what you can do with your theory about the sun and the shadows. I don't know about flying saucers, and I don't take pills, and I don't smoke pot, or whatever they call it. And I'm not crazy in imagining things. For your information, Alex, my eyes are still 20/20, and they saw, oh, God help me, a man without a face.
Alex, what's this all about?
I mean, meeting you down the road instead of at your house.
I didn't want Judy to worry, Ben.
Well, I'm a police officer, not one of those secret agents you see in the movies.
Ben, she says she saw the patient from Clearwood.
Is that why you got me out here like this?
He escaped.
You make it sound like he's Jack the Ripper. Because he's from Clearwood, you got the idea he's a raving, homicidal maniac.
Oh, sure. All they've got out there are a bunch of lovable folks who are just a little mixed up.
You're really upset.
Never seen you like this.
Guess I didn't know how much until right now. Judy ran into him on that big curve near Clearwood.
She wasn't the only one. We've had calls from all over. Funny, you get sober citizens seeing him at the same time, and miles apart, and dressed different. Happens every time. Take a hot day, mix in a little imagination.
Now, this was real.
Of course it was.
And Judy's not, but she's not that type.
Now, take my word for it, Alex. Every time something like this happens...
Naturally, they're doing something about it, like cruising the highways, enjoying the scenery. I'll give him credit for enough brains to hide out.
Oh, I suppose you want police officers out in the field?
That's where they ought to be.
Sure. We'll hire a couple of hundred extra. Won't that make the taxpayers jump for joy? Come here.
What for?
Now, come here. I won't bite. I want you to hear this. This is 5. This is 5.
Receiving 5. That you, Ben? Over.
Look up something for me, will you? Over.
Go ahead. Over.
How many identifications we got on the Clearwood thing?
Give me a second. There it is. Ben, we got 12 so far. Over.
Hear that, Alex? 12.
Everyone's a positive, too. Point blank range. Over.
What's the spread? Over.
This'll kill you. Nearest one is 2 miles. Longest is over 30. Over.
See, Alex? Everybody sees what he wants to see.
You still with me? Over.
Yeah, right here. Over.
Something you might be interested in. Over.
Standing by.
One of the boys here says it must be some kind of a... calls it mass hysteria or something. About half the identities claim this guy is nothing like anything you or me ever seen.
Like how? Get to it, will you?
Well, they say they had a close look and that he ain't got a face like you and me.
A man without a face. Judy is not the only one. But think for a moment. In this last part of the 20th century, and its attendant wonders and discoveries, what is true and what is unreal? Is there anything no longer possible? Is there? I'll be back shortly with Act 2.
Hi, son. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Junior.
Kellogg's Special K presents Junior Gives Up. Junior, why aren't you eating your Special K? It's your favorite cereal. Oh, just 'cause.
Just 'cause why, honey?
Just 'cause Darla said some evil things about it. That's just 'cause why.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Darla. Hi, Sis.
Hi, Junior.
Darla, what did you tell Junior about his Special K?
Daddy, all I told him was that Special K is good for him.
Yeah, and anything that's good for me never seems to taste good.
Junior, you already know that Special K tastes good.
All do I believe. Darla, all my taste buds. What's that, son? Oh, nothing, Dad. Son, Special K is America's favorite high-protein cereal. It's got minerals, vitamins, iron, and all those good, nutritious things. But it got to be so popular over the years because it tastes good, too. You mean it's good for me and tastes good, too? Right, son. Right, Dad.
Right, Junior.
Right, indeed. Start your balanced breakfast with Kellogg's Special K. It's nutritious and delicious.
Right, Dad.
When my children were growing up, they sat for hours playing with a puzzle. I'm Art Linkletter, and I'd like to tell you about the wonderful wooden inlaid puzzles that Play School makes. Play School, a Milton Bradley company, has been making toys for generations of preschool children. Play School makes all kinds of wooden puzzles, from the simplest animal puzzles to the more advanced ones. And they all challenge a child to solve problems while having fun. And Play School puzzles are well made to take a lot of punishment. Play School is also famous for blocks, all kinds of blocks, embossed wooden alphabet and number blocks, kindergarten blocks, even a can of colored blocks. Children will satisfy their urge to build and create with Play School blocks, and like all Play School toys, their blocks and puzzles are sturdy, so they can be handed down from generation to generation. Your children will have a lot of fun playing with Play School blocks and puzzles every day. And every day is a good day to make a child happy.
Well, the doubting Alex knows that there's nothing wrong with his wife's power of observation. She did see a man, and though he does have a face, there is something missing. A mouth. Result of an accident? Or is he a mutation? A gruesome congenital result? Or perhaps from out of this world? Let's join Alex and see if we can find out. This is Alex Harper calling. Could you connect me with the director of the sanitarium, please? I'm sorry to bother you, Doctor. I'm Alex Harper. I have a place on Route 36, about 8 miles from you.
Well, of course. I've passed by there quite often. What can I do for you, Mr. Harper?
Doctor, I hope you won't laugh or anything, but I have a couple of questions about this fellow who broke out of your place.
Michael.
That's his name? Michael? Michael what?
Well, now, we have no full identification. He gave us only his first name.
But he was a patient at Clearwood, wasn't he?
In a sense.
Was he or wasn't he?
Well, only for one day. You see, Michael is a rather unique case, most unique. In all my years, I've never seen anything like him.
Look, I have to speak low because I don't want my wife to hear. She's in the kitchen and she's plenty upset already about your Michael.
But she's seen him? Where? Have you notified the police?
Well, I thought I'd speak to you first. She saw him, and from what she says, she's either crazy or hysterical. And I can tell you, she's not either one of them.
Oh, Michael is, well, he's different.
Different? That what you call a guy without a face?
Without a... Oh, no, he has features.
The eyes, nose, and the rest of it?
Well, of course.
Then my wife, she didn't see what she says she saw?
No, I haven't said anything like that, Mr. Harper. What I was referring to was his appearance, not his powers of reasoning or social behavior, because, quite frankly, he didn't talk to us. Outside of his name, we couldn't establish contact with him at all.
Well, what about his, as you call it, appearance?
Michael has no mouth. From what we can tell, he was born without a mouth. We don't know how he communicates, or if he does at all, or how he manages to ingest food. Truth is, he wrote his name on a scrap of paper. You see, Michael may be something quite new to our world, Mr. Harper. Perhaps one of a kind.
Maybe he's, what's the word I'm hunting for?
Mutation?
Yeah, that's it.
I hope to God that he is what he appears to be. A freak. A one-time thing. But suppose he's only the first, the beginning of perhaps a new kind of man.
Be right in. Uh-oh.
What were you... Oh, no.
Oh, it's only an old ashtray. No big loss.
How'd that happen?
I got up when you called, and this case was on my lap, and it fell off.
Well, you'll pick up the pieces, won't you? I've got something cooking.
Sure. Hey, it's open. Judy, the bag is open.
What's open?
Oh, well, never mind. Well, what do you know? Hey, will you look at this?
Now, Alex, you want me to ruin supper?
Well, it's almost like a miracle. You see, Ace found this bag, and I couldn't figure out a way to open it. It looks just like the kind of bag Doc Stevenson carries.
You don't have to be an engineer to open one of those.
Oh, yeah, well, this one has no lock or no nothing. And when I just dropped it and broke the ashtray, it opened up. And look what's in it.
Let me see this eighth wonder.
Oh, these bottles.
That's strange.
Doesn't feel like glass.
Plastic?
Mm-mm. Not plastic either. I never felt anything like this.
Oh, what's the difference? Say, here's one that says cardiac arrest.
And this one's cerebral occlusion and lymphoid carcinoma?
Angina pectoris and respiratory carcinoma. Spinal sarcoma.
And this one at the end, tuberculosis. What is
pills? What are these pills?
Well, how should I know, except that they're important. Here's one that's different. For cuts, bruises, and dermatological eruptions.
Looks like talcum powder. It obviously belongs to a doctor.
But what a doctor.
What does that mean?
Have you ever heard of a doctor who has a bag full of pills that cures heart disease and cancers, not to speak of stroke? The worst plagues of mankind, and here in our hands are the answers to what science has been searching for?
Cures? Those pills aren't cures. Who ever heard of a pill curing cancer, heart disease, or stroke?
Why not? Think a moment. Look at this bag, Judy. Ever seen anything like it in your life? I tell you, I don't understand it. I don't know where it came from, but it's like nothing on this earth. And these pills, now go on and laugh if you want to. But I know they can do what their labels say. Now, I can't prove it, but I know.
All right, dear. If you want to think that, you go right on. I've got dinner to make.
Now, don't patronize me.
Alex, aren't you carrying this a little too far?
You don't seem to realize what we have here.
And you do. Those things could be dangerous for all you know.
Oh, my God. Now, how can I prove... Whoa. Wait, there is a way. And right now, here, help me. Here.
No, don't, Alex.
All right, then I'll get these bandages off
Please,
myself.
Now, I'm begging you. Now, the doctor said that...
It's kind of awkward. Now, get scissors and cut some of this away. Now, get it.
I won't be part of this stupidity. Now, you've lost your
mind. You're going to help me or not. Now, once I get the bandages off, I'm only going to put some of that powder on the stitches and on the skin where it's so red. That's all. A little powder. Oh, now, what can happen? What? Honey, don't you realize what this is all about? If this should work, and it will, you'll see. Then those pills for cancer and heart... See now?
Alex, these things happen in stories, but not...
It's for you. You'd be well. Don't you understand? When Doc told me what he'd found, that you had a heart condition,
But he assured me it was nothing to worry about.
The old bedside manner. He wanted to break it to you easily.
Did he tell you that it
No,
was...
I can't say that, but how can heart disease be anything but serious? So when somehow the bag opened and I saw what was inside, I couldn't think of anything but that you could be cured just like that. Oh, honey, I love you.
Alex, I guess it's all right. Where are they? Here they are.
That's better. Now, careful now. You don't want to cut those stitches. Good. That's fine.
Skin is so red.
Sorry, looking mess. I know. Now, please give me that bottle of powder or whatever it is.
Alex.
Please.
Here.
The bottle is warm.
Well, it's a hot day.
Oh, it feels as though it's generating the heat itself. Isn't that wild? Judy, will you do the honors? Just shake some all over.
All right. That should do it.
A little more.
It's all covered.
That ought to do it.
Feel anything?
Not yet.
How long do you think it'll take? That is, if it...
Well, it hasn't even been 30 seconds. I suppose it'll take a little time, though. I didn't expect a miracle like that water into wine kind of thing. The powder's got to work its way in.
I'll get some fresh gauze. You still ought to keep it covered.
Yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
I wonder what's bothering Ace. Oh, there he is.
Alex. What is it?
Look over there. It's him. Someone Ace is running after the man I saw on the road. The man was out of face.
I'm going after him. Now, lock the door after me and call the police.
Oh, no, don't go. Let the police handle it.
He's heading out to the East Fields. Now, call him. Tell him.
He might be dangerous.
No, I won't get too close. Just enough to keep track of him until the police get here.
Oh, just thinking of him. I'm so frightened.
Oh, now, there's no need to be. I didn't want to tell you before, but I talked to the head of Clearwood, and this guy, this Michael is his name. He's a little queer, but he's not dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing to worry about as long as you stay inside.
Twice in one day. Why here?
He's not after you. What reason would he have?
I suppose not, but somehow... Alex! That's what he wants, the bag! The medicines! It must be his bag. He's come for it.
Him? A doctor?
It has to be. That's the only explanation.
Oh, I'll give you another. He's escaped and wants to stay off the main roads. After all, you spotted him, did you? He just wants to get as far from Clearwood as he can. By chance, he was cutting across our place when he ran to Ace. Now, look. Now, I'm going to go after him before he gets too far. Remember, the police and the door. Now, don't get your dander off, Alex. We've known each other too long for that. You just show me again where you saw this fella last. Then I know that a good cop ought to be skeptical, but by God, I saw him run under that tree, then up and over that fence. Now, why would I lie? I don't mean to make out that you did any such thing. It's just so darn queer. Huh? Look for yourself. Look at what? That's it. Nothing to see. Oh, come on now. Let's stop this rustic routine. No footprints. Prints? Feel the ground. Soft, isn't it? So it's soft. Then where are the prints? You say he was running? Yeah, with Ace right behind him. A man running puts down a mighty heavy print. Heavier than if he was walking. He could have gone across these rocks? Could have. But nobody could jump from rock to rock. That must be 20 feet between them. Yeah, unless he can fly. Must be clear out of the county by now. How do you come to that conclusion? Ace. That's why. We were anywhere near that there Michael, we'd be hearing Ace. You know he's always been a noisy dog. Well, he could have lost interest and run off after a rabbit or a woodchuck. Yes, maybe. Something right over there, Alex. To your right. Grass is too tall. I can't see a thing. Something black. This side of that thorn bush. I see it. He's wearing black. Everything black. Yeah. Come on now. Stand up. Now, I'm telling you for the last time. Put up your hands and come out. Now, I'm going to fire a shot in the air, and if that doesn't fetch you, I'll put the next one into you. Ben, I don't think he's coming out. You won't shoot, will you? Just you watch. But he isn't armed. How do you know that? Well, if he was, he could have cut you down. Standing up, you'd make a beautiful target. You got something there. I'm going in. I got an idea. He's so scared he can't move. Now, don't be stupid. Come back. Oh, my God. Of all the stupid things... Oh, it's Ace. Our dog. Dead. Yeah. Gee, I'm sorry. Oh, there isn't a mark on him. Look at his face. Oh, it's horrible. If I didn't know better, I'd say that something scared that dog to death. There's no medicine for fear. The icy chill that reaches out with frigid fingers to clutch the heart. The shadow of the inexplicable Mr. Michael hovers close by, and the lives of at least 2 people will be irreparably altered. We'll find out how when I return shortly with Act 3.
Who knows how to help you solve your shopping problems? The Better Business Bureau knows.
I swear I never saw so many mattresses in one store in my life. I just don't know what to look for. I'm so confused.
I'm here to take care of your confusion, madam. You know, you could start by reading the labels on the mattresses.
Oh, sir, who are you?
I'm the man from the Better Business Bureau. You know, by law, every mattress must carry a label listing the materials used in the mattress. And don't forget, madam, that there's a new law that all mattresses must now be flame-resistant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And be sure to read the guarantee and find out what it covers and for how long. Just another consumer tip from your Better Business Bureau.
Yes, who is it?
Hi, I'm your new neighbor, Steve Williams, in 107.
Oh, how nice to meet you. Well, come on in. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
I see you've got a measuring cup. And now let me guess, you ran out of sugar. You're a bachelor.
Oh, yeah? As a matter of fact, I was wondering if I could borrow some prunes.
Prunes? Prunes? I know. I'm sorry.
Did I tell a joke?
You
Yeah, I've thought a couple.
There are still a lot of people who laugh at prunes. But now, quite a few are finding out how good they really are. Because pound for pound, prunes have 8 times the vitamin A of the leading fresh fruit. And more iron, niacin, and vitamin B2 than the 5 leading fresh fruits. They're also a great natural source of quick energy.
Well, thanks. Anyway, maybe I'll try 105.
Yeah.
California prunes. The funny fruit that does so much for you.
The family dog has died mysteriously, and the presence of Mr. Michael is as real as if he had knocked at the front door. Now the ride back to the farmhouse is a silent one, broken only by a few perfunctory remarks as it comes to an end.
I'll keep in touch, Alex. If you see anything, give us a call. Yeah. Mighty sorry about Ace. See you, Alex.
You okay?
Okay.
Is that Ben in the police car?
Yeah, it's Ben.
Oh, you should have invited him in.
I guess so. I just didn't think. Judy.
Did he get away? The man who...
Oh, Ben thinks he's out of the county.
Oh, I hope so.
Judy, we were following Ace.
Alex,
And
look at it. It's a miracle you were talking
on that
about.
bed, and we were over in the
Call the
north
doctor.
field.
He'll drop everything and come out when you tell him. And I was the one who didn't believe. I don't understand you. I thought you'd be jumping up and down because what you said would happen did. So happy for you.
Huh?
Don't you hear me? Alex, look at your arm, your left arm.
My God in heaven.
I didn't believe it. Oh, what an idiot I was. Talcum powder. You want to know the truth? I thought you slept. Absolutely over the deep end. Telling me to shake powder off.
I'm moving it. See, like it was before the accident. Like a young arm. It's brand new. Yahoo! No more pain.
No more stitches.
No more pain.
He couldn't believe it. He won't believe it.
Oh, Doc Stevenson, boo, boo on all doctors. Hey, what do they know anyway? You'll never have full use of that arm. However, if you followed my advice, you'll think I borrowed another arm. Look, not a single scar. It looks like the skin was never even scratched.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
Oh, and I love you.
You won't be angry with me.
Oh, how could I be? And why should I be?
The doctor's bag, the one Ace found?
Yeah, the bag. Where is it?
I have it.
Well, get it. Now that we have proof. Judy, you're going to be as good as new. The proper pill and no more heart condition. Hear that, world? Listen, oh, gracious universe.
Well, it's on the desk.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Alex.
Look, if it works like the powder, we'll stand them all on their collective ears. Judy, the bag is locked again.
I was so full of doubt. When you left, I looked at the bag and... Oh, Alec, to me it was the embodiment of everything evil. And I wanted to destroy it, so I picked it up and somehow I pushed the flap down.
Well, now I can't tell where one part fits into another. See, I can't find a seam anywhere.
I think it was just about here. Try there.
No, that's no use. I'll drop it on the floor, maybe like last time. Still in one piece. I'll try again. No use.
Oh, forgive me.
Right now, we got to figure out a way to get the bag open so we can get you a heart pill.
Alex, you have an electric drill.
I can try. I'll take it out to my workbench in the barn.
Well, why not wait until morning? It's getting dark now.
No time like the present. Now, give me a shout when dinner's ready. If I'm lucky, I may be back before then. I'll get this thing open if I have to use dynamite. Here goes. Nuts.
The instrument will not achieve penetration.
Who
do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. You know who I am?
Michael,
I am he.
don't come any closer.
There is nothing to fear. There is no belligerency in me.
I have a gun. This rifle is loaded.
That is a weapon?
Yes.
It can bring an end to consciousness?
Easily.
It is not my intention to cause any fear.
But you have. You killed my dog today.
The creature threatened me, and I did not intend to. I did not realize how weak it was. A simple mental probe, and I regret the occurrence.
Haven't you ever seen a dog before?
They are images in books and pictures.
There are no dogs or animals where you come from?
There is barely enough room for the higher forms of life. We have never learned to curb our reproductive powers, it seems.
Well, where is this place you come from? This is Earth, the third planet from the sun, I think.
I know. It is my home, too.
Oh, that can't be.
I exist, but not of your time.
Not of my time?
Time runs on. There is a past, a present, and a future. The threads are simultaneous.
Oh, now you don't expect me to believe.
I am fatigued from my experience, and I must return. If you will kindly give back my case to me, the one you have on the bench.
That's yours?
That is why I have come. It was misplaced, lost. But now that I have found it...
Oh, there's no argument about it, Doctor. It's yours.
I am not a doctor, not in the context of usage in your time.
Well, who cares? Listen, the case was opened. I don't know how.
The mechanism is faulty. I must exchange it. You did not utilize any of the contents.
Well, only some of the powder in the bottle labeled.
Yes, I am aware.
Well, I did a fantastic job with my arm. Look at it. Look at it, Michael. Would you believe that only a few hours ago it was a match?
I am well aware of the powers inherent in the powder. But now, please, give me the case. You cannot open it, for the key is in my hands alone.
Stay back. I must open it once more, or you will. I've got to have something from it.
Comprehend this. My time is far in your future. The compounds are off. Another time. Different metabolisms. Evolution has caused basic changes.
But the powder worked on me.
It is probably the single excipient.
I don't believe you. Look, I'll give you anything. Money. How much do you want to open it?
I shall prove my point to you. You must be aware of the differences in our physiognomies.
You mean your face?
Exactly. The lack of an aperture above the jawbone. You call it a mouth. Have you wondered then how we are communicating? I have no mouth, for we ingest our nourishment through an osmotic process unknown to you. And if I have no mouth, then how do we communicate? You are moving your mouth, and I hear. I, on the other hand, send my thoughts to you through my mind. You see this is so?
Yes.
Think of it in this manner. I am you in a distant time. You should be able to comprehend then that medicinal compounds of my time may not be of benefit in yours. The differences in us are too great.
But my arm.
You were lucky to have chosen that particular container.
My wife will die unless she has a pill. Just one pill.
I have explained why you cannot have a pill.
Open that bag or I'll kill you. Now, I mean it.
My demise will not help you. Comprehend. An unusual accident took place. A time warp misfunctioned, and I found myself in your time. The accident must have disturbed my balance, and I wandered from this place, leaving my case behind. We have communicated sufficiently. I feel joyous that your infirmity responded to the powder, but I cannot allow you to maintain possession of the case any longer.
Stop.
I took a vow to protect it with my life. I must fulfill that vow. Give it to me. Give it.
That holds you for a while. You don't realize it, but you told me how to open this. You said the key is in your hand. It'll open to your handprints. Now your right hand on the bag. Oh, nothing. Well, maybe both at once. There. I'll try one on each side. Yes, I've got it. Judy, it's open. Come on, Michael, wake up. Come on, you're okay. Piece of ice on your cheek should help. That's it. Easy now. Fine. How do you feel?
I thought your aim was to extinguish me.
No. I only wanted one of those heart attack pills. You see, my wife Judy has a heart condition. Well, she had a heart condition. Thanks to you, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
This other person, your wife, she ingested the dosage.
Just like a flash. After she saw what happened to my arm, she had no hesitation. If I could only have just one of each of those different pills, I wouldn't have that.
I have communicated to you that I am not a physician, yet you have refused to accept the truth. You insist I am practiced in medicine because I possess a case apparently similar to physicians of this time era.
Well, you can't blame me for thinking that.
You will not communicate. You will listen. You poor man. Poor individual. Let me inform you of my profession. I am proudly the highest ranking exterminator.
Exterminator?
Precisely. I communicated earlier that in my era there is barely enough room for all who inhabit the planet. Therefore, exterminators trained to eliminate painlessly and quickly.
Oh, no.
The pills, as you refer to the compounds, are each a dose of death. The case is full of death. The tools of my trade.
Oh, no.
All except the container of first aid powder, which I keep for my personal needs. Fortunately for you are now thoroughly healed arm. But the rest...
Oh, but the labels, the tuberculosis, the heart attack, cancer...
The compounds act within a matter of minutes, bringing death, of course. Instead of resorting to the crude murders of earlier, more primitive eras, it is more comforting for the family to report that one of its members has died of cancer, heart disease, or any one of a dozen other diseases.
Murder.
Elimination.
Murder.
My case.
You must have an antidote. If you make a mistake, there must be some way you...
are not committed. I am sorry for your bereavement. I shall depart. Be assured, there was no pain.
No. Naturally, there were those who were skeptical. A man from another time who conversed through telepathic means? Much too fantastic. Alex Harper would look with infinitely sad eyes and agree that it was too much to expect anyone to believe his story. Except for one thing. And he would bare his left arm. Explain this, he would say. And if you can, I will agree that I dreamed the entire nightmare. I'll be back shortly.
Hi, I'm Hal Linden. There's a lot of talk these days about America's energy crisis. Talk about doing without heat, about doing without our cars, about what's going to happen if we run out of fuel. Well, we may not have to run out of fuel if we all work together to conserve the fuel we have. That means turning your thermostats down to 68 degrees during the day and turning them down to 60 at night. It means turning off lights, TV sets, and electrical appliances the minute we're finished with them. It means driving no faster than 50, starting or joining carpools, avoiding the kind of stop-and-go motoring that eats up gas by the gallon. In short, it means saving every ounce of energy we can, every chance we get. So please, do your part to make the fuel supply stretch a little further. For your own sake, don't be selfish. Don't be foolish. Don't be fuelish.
This message from the Federal Energy Office and the Advertising Council.
In a ditty from a well-known operetta, the words are, "Things are seldom what they seem. Skim milk masquerades as cream." And as you have just heard, words alone may tell only part of the real story. But for stories guaranteed to increase your pulse beat, my suggestion is the Radio Mystery Theater. Our cast included Patrick O'Neill, Marion Seldes, Ian Martin, and Leon Janney. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
I know. I hadn't emptied the tub. The water's still there. It must be. I'll show you. I don't understand it.
Tub's bone dry, ma'am. Hasn't been used. Now, not tonight, anyway.
His clothes. Howard's clothes. He'd empty his suitcases and put his clothes in the closet. Here's his suitcases, too.
Just ladies' clothes. Yours, ma'am?
Yes.
Now, hey, don't cry. Hey, look, this dream you had.
It was no dream.
Okay, so maybe you imagined...
I didn't imagine anything. You imagine a husband. You imagine a month-long honeymoon. You imagine a man in a chair with a knife in his chest.
This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.